What's happening? What's happening with it, everybody? Y'all tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, and y'all already know what it is. When you come in the building, smash on my like button. Hit the like button first of all. Jump in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. And we got a hell of a show today. Yeah, my man KG off in the building. Yeah. Salute to my man KG, my man Bole in the building. What's happening with it? Mr. Mechanical, Stan 92, my man Emmanuel H of the A1 Hoop Zone. Yeah, make sure that y'all all go sub to A1 Hoop Zone. Them playoffs right around the corner, and he keeping you updated with all the news and everything that's going on in the NBA. And the Queen, Cassandra Mason, is in the building, and she ain't even late today. She's all out fitness. What it do? J.A. Dixon, what's happening with it? My man Ricky Williams, make the fight. Make the fight. Yeah, Ricky Williams in the building. Chef Boy ID, what's happening with it? Detroit, BC, what's good with it? Tupac 13. Educated Jab, what's happening with it? Yeah. And my man Anthony Johnson always coming through in that Cash App showing love, man. Appreciate you. And Detroit, BC is K-E. Take the Y out, O-N. Yeah, it's just K-E-O-N, no Y. But salute to you. Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about. A lot been going on in the boxing world. A lot been going on in the boxing world. Yeah, a lot been going on, y'all. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to break everything that's been going on, that y'all want to hear about. We're going to talk about it today. So tap in. Javier Valencia, what's happening with it? Jaguar Black, what's good with it? We see Leonard Ellaby's nose, what's happening with it? My man, Las Vegas Leon in the building. Robert Atkins, what's good with it? My man, 817, Boxing B, what's happening with it? Anthony Johnson, what it do? Hey, 817, you still training? Or since the fight off, you know what I'm saying, you back on the couch chilling again? Is you still training or you like, man, fuck this. I'm cool now. I ain't got nothing to train for. What is it, 817? Yeah. Jay Lee, the chosen one. What's happening with it? He said he's still getting it in. That's why I was late to KQ show. Okay, yeah, man. Stay on it. Johnny Q, what's happening with it? You're going to be so, after the first, I say probably like the first week and a half, then you'll be good, I mean, if you working out correctly, you always going to be sore. If you working out correctly, you don't never stop being sore. You just, you know what I'm saying? You can cope with it. You ain't sore to where you can't move. But if you working out and you stop getting sore, well, you ain't working out right. Mr. Steal Your Chin, what's happening with it? He said he's sore as hell right now. Yeah, you gonna be like that, man. But like I said, by like the middle of the second week, you'll be cool to where you could cope with that shit. Man, Miss Smooth Groove Boxing off in the building. He said, woo! The Nature Boy, woo! Hey, Smooth Groove, we gonna get on his motherfucking shaggy head ass. We gonna get on that shag head ass for real. Motherfucking wool head ass nigga. But yeah, we show gonna cook on his ass for sure. But yeah, 817, man, that shit ain't no joke, bro. I I remember a couple times, man. I took a long ass time off from the gym and then try to go straight back and do the same workouts that I was doing before I left. You know what I'm saying? After about 6-8 months, because I'm just like that and I just want to go hard. Man, bro, the next day you sore, but then the day after that, I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't get out of bed. I had to take off the rest of the week because I couldn't even get out of, man, I couldn't even move, bro. So you don't want to do that. Cono Loco in the building. What is happening with it? Yeah, Cono. If you want to hop on and we could talk about this Edgar Berlanga and shortly, you know what I'm saying? When I get to Edgar Berlanga, you know what I'm saying? You already know, you more than welcome to hop on, Cono. And man, great fights. I mean, great job calling them fights. You and KQ. You know what I'm saying? Man, you did your thing. You did your thing. It ain't easy to call them fights. I've done it before and it ain't easy. And you get tired and you get sick of talking. Because myself, I don't like to talk while I'm watching fights. I like to be able to watch the fights. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I don't like to, like, for real, y'all see me call fights, but I don't like doing it. You know what I'm saying? I just do it for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like doing that shit, man, because when I'm at the crib, that's why I don't go to fight parties. I don't go to fight parties, and I really don't usually go nowhere to watch fights unless it's a real, real big fight and it's but I like to watch the fight, and I don't want nobody to talk to me. I'm locked in. People that know me know don't talk to me while no big fight is going on that I'm trying to really watch like that. I'm locked in. I don't want to talk back and forth. I need to see what's going on. Yes, sir. My man Batman in the building. What's happening with it, Bat? Salute to Batman off in the building. Bole said he just went through that last week. I'm back on my workout tomorrow. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. Cono Loco said he only did it because it was a loaded Puerto Rican card. Other than that, he wouldn't have been doing it. I feel you. KQ be on that shit, dog. KQ be on that shit heavy. I be like, man, I don't know how he do it. KG Alexander, what's happening with it? Salute. My brother, he said, seeing you pulled up on the homie and got some wings last week, you need to pull up and get some barbecue, my dude. Man, you already know I got to. Right? You know I sure got to, dog. You know what I'm saying? I do got to pull up on you. Them wings was on point though, KG. Real talk, dude, wings was on point for sure. I got to get that shit to him. I'm gonna let a motherfucker know if they shit nasty, you know, I ain't gonna post about it, but I'm gonna let him know privately, like that shit wasn't it, bro. But yeah, his wings was on point. Bole said when you 40 plus and then active, that icebreaker workout is a bitch. Man, I know. I'm right. I'm that age. That's the age I am, bro. And like I said, but I try to stay, you know, I try to stay in shape and active, you know. I might have a little time off, but I'm not finna sit around too long. And when I get back, when I be on my shit like I am now, I'll be on my shit. I push my body to the limit. Motherfucker Kano said try 50 plus. Hey, man. And when I get to 50, my goal is to be like Shannon Sharp. I want to be like T.O. and Shannon Sharp at that age. Real talk. That's my goal. Like I said, man, I got a 1-year-old. I got a 1-year-old son. And I can't be running around out of shape because he finna be active. I'm going to have him in the boxing gym, the football field, with all sports. So I can't, you know. And shit, my daughters, shit, they get down and do push-ups and do all type of shit. So I can't be out of shape. I got to be able to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be one of them coaches and shit And the kid get to talking reckless, talking about, you do it then. I want to see you do it. Then I can't do it. But we all know Kano stay in the motherfucking ring. Yeah, the key is to stay active, y'all, for real. Don't let just because, you 40 plus or in your 50s mean that you just, I'm going to just sit around. Nah, the key is to stay active. My pops is 70-some years old and still be moving and doing shit better than some cats that's in their 40s. Most. Like, you know what I'm talking about? So, yeah. Mr. Steal Your Chin said, if you seen my first job, you wouldn't want to see a gym. What was your first job? Fuck was you doing? Fucking carrying tractor trailers or something on your back? What was you doing, Mr.? What was your first job? Fucking carrying tractor trailers? But anyway, y'all, man, let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into this boxing talk, what y'all came here for, man. So we had some fights. It was a lot of fights. I ain't gonna talk about all the fights today. I'll probably talk about some of them today, and then tomorrow when I begin the show, I'll talk about the rest of them because shit, we ain't got that much time. But the first fight I'm gonna talk about is Regis Prograis. Yeah, man, my IG is right there. On the screen. My Emmanuel, my IG right there on the screen. Yes, sir. So the coach, what it do, coach? I'm gonna drop some links too. So, like I said, coach, you more than welcome to join Batman, my man Cono Loco, coach. So the first fight, Regis Prograis, man. Regis Prograis, and thanks to Coach, because if it wasn't for Coach hitting me up early that morning, I wouldn't have known how to find the Regis Prograis fight. But Coach hit me up. He let me know, what I need to do to find the Regis Prograis fight. And I was right there tuned in. And y'all hit my like button, first of all. If y'all ain't hit the like button, you're coming in the building. If you've been in the building, y'all ain't hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Coach, so he hit me up and he let me know how I could find the Regis Prograis, and I was on it. Because Regis Prograis is one of my favorite fighters. If you don't know, now you know. He been one of my favorite fighters, and I'm real high on Regis Prograis. That's my dog. So Regis, man, he looked good, man. Regis looked real good. He looked strong. He hit hard as a fucking mule, and Regis like a fight. Now, Regis likes a fight. Regis did take some shots. You feel me? Regis took some shots in that fight to give some. That's just the type of fighter that Regis Prograis is. He gonna take some to give some. Now, if Regis feel like that you hit too hard and he really don't want to get hit, well, then Regis has the tools he has the head movement. He bobs and weaves very well. He got good defense. But in this fight, Regis was destroying this fighter. He was beating the hell out of him from round one to the time it ended. But Regis did take some shots. It's kind of like, I think it was probably like in the middle part of the fight, dude was getting beat up so fucking bad, right? He was just like, man, he went to the corner and I forgot the dude name that Regis was fighting, right? But Regis was beating the hell out of him so bad, his corner was getting in his ass like, what is you doing? Go out there and fight. And he listened to his corner, and he went out there and he started trying to press Regis. I gotta respect him for that, because dude was tough as hell. What's his name, y'all? What was the fighter's name that Regis Prograis fought? Somebody help me out. What was his name? I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. I never had heard of him before. Never had seen him fight, but he gained my respect because he showed that he just didn't go in there to lay down, right? He didn't go in there to lay down. He went in there to fight, and he tried to take it to McKenna. Tyrone McKenna. McKenna, he earned my respect. Even though he got the shit beat out of him, he came to fight and he didn't have no quit in him. He didn't have no quit in him. And he caught Regis with some good shit in that fight because he just was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to throw everything out, the game plan out the window because I can't beat this dude. And I'm going to just wing it. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to wing it. If he stopped me, he stopped me, but I'm not going out like no punk. That's what he said. He, you know what I'm saying? He was like, shit, I'm not going out like no motherfucking punk. This dude is going to have to kill me. Regis Prograis is going to have to kill me or make the referee stop the fight because I'm not going out like that. And that's what he did, and it was a hell of an exciting fight. He made it an exciting fight because he just came to the point to where he was, you know, hey, he made a decision to where he was like, man, I'm not going out like no punk. So I'm going to go out on my shield. I'm going to fight back. And he did well when he fought back. He did well, but he was just in the ring with a fighter that was better than him. And sometimes it be like that. But you gain my respect because I saw that he did his best. He did everything he could do. It just wasn't good enough. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But man, Regis Prograis looked good. He been out of the ring for a long time, but he didn't look like he missed a beat. His jab was on point. Like I said, when he wanted to, his head movement was great. He was getting his head off the line great. You know, he was using angles. His uppercut was hella crispy. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis was his hook. He was going around McKenna's guard and landing the hook. He was doing a lot of things, and Regis Prograis is a problem. And right now, to me, Regis at 140 pounds, to me, the two best fighters is Regis Prograis and my man Gary Antoine Russell. Gary Antoine Russell and Regis Prograis, they're the two fighters. They're the two best fighters at 140 pounds. And, well, you know what? My man Brian Norman Jr. is a motherfucking monster too. I'm going to put Brian Norman Jr. in there. He just haven't had his chance to get, you know what I'm saying? He just haven't had his big break yet. But Brian Norman Jr. is right there too. My man Brian Norman Jr., my man Gary Antoine Russell, and Regis Prograis, those are my top three at 140 pounds. And the thing that I love about all of them fighters, is now one of them is finna turn down no smoke. They don't play that, oh, well, man, he don't have nothing to, oh yeah, my bad. Kano Loco. And Sabril Matias, so I'm gonna give y'all four. And I wouldn't, and y'all know I don't just agree with people just to be agreeing with them. You know what I'm saying? If I thought Kano Loco was full of shit with saying Sabril Matias, I'm gonna say I'm not agreeing with Kano Loco. I think he's full of shit, but nah. I agree with Kano Loco 150%. I just forgot about him. Sabril Matias, right? And this is in no particular order, y'all. Sabril Matias, Gary Antoine Russell, my man Brian Norman Jr., the assassin, and Regis Prograis. And like I said, no particular order. Those are my top four. I like Zepeda, but I got those four fighters for me are over Zepeda. I like Brandon Lee, Las Vegas Leon, but I think those four fighters will beat Brandon Lee. That's just my opinion. If y'all got a different foe, I don't have no problem with that. You feel me? But those four fighters right there are my top four at 140 pounds. My top four. And I have my reasons, man. I have my reasons for sure. And one of the main reasons is because not only are they all around skilled, right? They got all the tricks in, you know what I'm saying? They got all the skills in the bag. They all dogs, but they'll all fight anybody. Anybody. You ain't gonna hear now one of them turn down no smoke. And for me as a boxing fan, that's the type of fighters that that's the type of fighters that I like today. You know what I'm saying? All this, oh, money this and he doesn't present this and all these excuses. I like the fighter that's like, nah, fuck it. If it's smoke, I want it. I'm not worried about all that other shit because I know eventually, if I continue to beat the best, well, I'm going to get the bag because they can't keep overlooking me. But see, these dudes, most of your favorite fighters, they so afraid to losing. They so afraid of losing and getting an L on their record. They want to skip and hop around and skip and jump around smoke. Them 4 fighters that I named, they ain't doing that. Now, as far as Subriel Matias, I don't really know his temperament. I've seen him fight in the ring, so I can't speak on his temperament. Because he don't speak English. I don't know his temperament. But as far as in the ring, the motherfucker's a dog. And from me seeing him in his fights, he don't look like he gonna ever duck no smoke. You know what I'm saying? He just that type of fighter. And Mr. Steal Your Chin, I like Brandon Lee a lot. I like Brandon Lee's attitude. I like him in the ring. But to me, I'm picking those 4 fighters over Brandon Lee. That's just what it is. Jawan Ramos, what's happening with it? DP Rocker. Caleb Drip Cook, what's happening with it? Devin Blocker. Cheese All Out Fitness. Teach, what's happening with it? My man G5 Gay is in the building. What it do, G5? And make sure that y'all go sub to G5 Gay. You feel me? Sub if you. I posted his link in the chat on Friday. If y'all didn't click the link, first of all, I don't know why y'all didn't click the link. For those who didn't click the link, click the link. Sub to G5 Gay. I'm not finna tell y'all to sub to nobody that's gonna bring y'all a bullshit ass channel. All solid content. And he talk about more than boxing. For sure. And sub to Cono Loco Sports. Sub to Cono Loco. Man, Cono Loco is over there putting in work for the, not just, he putting in overall work for the boxing community, but if you are interested in Puerto Rican fighters and want to know the best upcoming Puerto Rican fighters, sub to Cono Loco. You feel me? Because he putting y'all on game, and he didn't put me on a lot of fighters that I had no idea who they was. He putting you on game. You know what I'm saying? When you sub to these channels, it ain't doing nothing but helping y'all out if you fuck with boxing like that. You feel me? My man Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Sub to him. He one of the best. He got one of the best boxing channels in all the boxing. Straight up. In all of YouTube, he got one of the best. He's one of the best boxing brains. He gonna keep it straight forward, straight down the middle. He don't have no agenda, none of that shit. You feel me? My man Ricky Williams Boxing. My man Ricky Williams in the building. Sub to Ricky Williams also. Please. Ricky Williams is raw. See, me and Ricky Williams, we both raw. If it's on our mind, we gonna say it. And not only is Ricky Williams raw, he one of the greatest boxing minds in this YouTube thing. And that's real talk. I'm not just saying this shit just to say it. You know? Shit. I get knowledge from Knockout, from Ricky Williams, from Cono Loco, from everybody. You feel me? My man G5 Gabe, like I said, he a big speaker. I get, you know what I'm saying? He fill up my brain every time I go over there. So it's something big that y'all can take from each one of these channels. You know, just because one person got more subs than the other person, it don't mean that that channel better than the next channel. You feel me? And that's why I always tell people, man, I've been the same person since I had one sub that I am right now. When motherfuckers get to acting funny and shit, and a lot of cats do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who y'all are. A lot of motherfuckers get a big following and get to acting real funny and shit. And it's like, bruh, when you get off this motherfucking camera, whatever problems you got in life, whoever you are, you still the same nigga. You or woman or man or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You still that same person off camera. Don't get to changing up because you got more subs than this person, so you think your channel is better than that person. Cause nah, that don't mean shit. You feel me? And that's how I feel about this shit. You know, like I said, however many subs I got right now, I'm gonna be the same dude once I have 100,000. And I'm the same dude that I was when I had one. And Cassandra Mason, she been here since day one, and she'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Don't look at somebody because they don't have as many subs and be like, oh, well, I ain't gonna fuck with their channel. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to start from somewhere. I know that for a fact. Um, 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 yes, sir. But man, let's go ahead and continue to get into it. Let's go ahead and continue to get into it. Man, let's talk about Xander Zayas. And you know what? I'm gonna drop the link. Because I know this is right up my partner Kano Loco alley. I can't talk about Xander Zayas and the rest of these Puerto Rican fighters without giving him the opportunity to jump on. You know what? First, I gotta hold on. Cause I'm gonna send out the link to my brothers cause I can't have everybody jumping, but I got G5. G5. I know I got your email, but text me your email, G5, right now to my phone, and then text me Kano Loco email to my phone. I don't want to drop it in the chat. Ashley's Corner, what's happening with it, Ashley? Ashley, if you want to come up here and cook with us, let me know. Let me know if you want to come up here and cook with us because I'm finna. I know that G5 probably got your email, and G5 you could text me Ashley's email too if she want to come up here and cook. I got knockout email already, but like I said, text me Colonel Loco email. So I can send him this link before I get to cooking on Xander Zayas and Edgar Berlanga because me and Colonel, we need to talk about this for sure. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna send. Okay, Colonel. I got you right now. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. What you call it? Put it. I didn't know if you want to put it in the chat. You know, we be having a whole bunch of weirdos on this YouTube thing, man. Let me. I'm gonna take a picture of it with my phone. That way, you can erase it out the chat. If you want to erase it before some weirdos get a hold of your email. You know. Okay. Okay. Bet. And let me send these links out. I got you, Ashley. I'm gonna shoot you one too. So y'all bear with me. I'm gonna send these emails out to my people and we gonna cook. And Ashley, drop your link in the chat so I can post it, so I can pin it in the chat too, so everybody can go sub to your channel. Blue Blood, what's happening with it? The brother Blue in the building. Salute to my brother Blue Blood. Yeah, what's happening with it? What's happening with it? The brother Blue in the building.
My bad. I had that damn thing on there.
You got it in the background.
Yeah, my bad. I got it fixed, man. Shout out to Blue Blood though, man. What's going on, Keith?
What's happening with it, man?
Hey, man, I can't call it, man. But Masuriel Matias, you know, I'm the right person to ask, you know. That's my boy right there, man.
Yeah, Matias could go. He could go. What you think about my top 4 140 pounders?
That's my top 4.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, how can anybody disagree with that? Those are the 4 killers right there.
Man, so we finna, and what's happening with it, Coach?
What's happening, brothers? How y'all doing?
Man, we gonna cook on Xander Zayas right now, right?
Yeah.
Xander Zayas, man, Kano, and I know you saying that it's a few cats that you saying that you know is better than Xander Zayas, you know, Puerto Rican fighters, right? Now, I like Xander Zayas. I told you that the last time that, you know, we was on here cooking about Xander Zayas. Man, he looked real good to me. He looked real good. Now, the fighter that he was in, he continues to step up in competition. The Lava Lace, I think that's how you say his name.
Nah,
I had seen him fight. I had seen him fight a couple times. What'd you say, Coach?
It's Lavalay.
Lavalay.
Yeah, Lavalay. Yeah.
Lavalay. Okay. I had seen him fight a few times before. Now, he's a very, very tough opponent. You heard they said that he had never been stopped in his whole career. We obviously we know that by seeing his record. They saying that he ain't never been down in the amateurs or the pros, right? So he real tough. But man, Xander Zayas put a whooping on. He put a whooping on him. Now, the only thing that I didn't like from Xander Zayas, what he did in that fight, I thought that he could have pressed on the gas at times a little bit more to make the referee stop the fight. Because even though dude was tough as hell, at times you could tell, like, man, all Xander Zayas had to do was really, really press the issue, and they would have had to stop the fight because Lavalay, he was taking a beating. But Xander, he showed his skill level, man. I like how he'll go to the body. He go back up to the head. He does a lot of things I like, man. He does it, and he's a strong kid. But you can tell, man, he's not going to be able to be in that weight class for too long. He's a big kid, and he's still growing. But, yeah, I like Xander, man. I like him. Kano.
Yo. Well, look, man, going into this fight against Lavalay, I said if he runs through Lavalay, I'm going to be impressed. And the reason I said that is because I do my homework on all these fighters, and I knew Lavalay was a tough fighter that was going to produce a lot of angles and a lot of movement. Real good, slick fighter, very, very patient fighter as well, man. And, bro, for him to run through him the way he did, I got to say I'm impressed, man. Look, I'm not going to rain on the young man's parade just because I know, you know, another fighter that I believe will beat him, or let me rephrase that I know would beat him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna rain on his parade over that, man. He did his thing. He looked great. He looked sharp. He listened to everything they told him in the corner. I still believe, even though I said what I said, Key, I still believe that Xander Zayas is gonna be a champion. So a lot of things get misinterpreted, man, when you talk about certain fighters and who could potentially beat them or who you know will beat them. But at the end of the day, man, you know, I wouldn't want them two to fight unless it was for unification and undisputed anyway. I wouldn't want them to knock each other off early. So, hey, man, I wish him nothing but the best, man. I thought he looked super sharp.
Yeah, I did too, man. I did too.
Hey, man, give me a second. Hold up, man. You don't mind, man. You know, I'm gonna put a small little clip, man, for Ashley, man. You know, because Ashley in the building, man. I always throw this at her, man. So, you know, excuse me for a second. All right, man.
Hey, you dropping them? He shooting.
There you go with this shit.
His shit.
Yeah.
Coach, man, what was your take on from what you saw from Xander Zayas?
He I like his patience, but the only thing was when he had Lavalley hurt a couple times, right? Matter of fact, that little kid, he's one of my fraternity brothers. That's his first cousin, right? Out here in New Orleans. So he got good defense, but he's terrible. His offense is terrible. His right hand is terrible. But the thing that why Xander didn't get him out of there is because he would get him hurt and then he would just start swinging instead of being precise with his punches. That's the only thing he needs to work on. He's very patient and he kept his distance and he wouldn't let him tie him up, but he got tired. That was the problem. That's why he didn't finish him. He got tired because he would step on the gas too hard and wing punches to where he wasn't picking spots on his body, if you know what I mean. And he got tired because he thought he was gonna get him out of there when he hurt him a couple times, and he spent all his energy instead of being precise. You know, sort of like how Errol does. Errol picks his spots. He picks shots where he see an opening, where he just started winging and he kind of wore himself out. But as far as him keeping his distance and not letting him get tied up too much, except towards the end of the fight, he looks real good. He's young, man. His kid's just 19 years old, man. So he got a few things to work on. But as far as him being strong, you're right. He's not gonna be at that weight very long because he's gonna be a big kid. So, but he's real mature for that age as far as boxing goes. And like I said, he just need to, when you get somebody hurt, be more precise with your punches and don't just start winging at the head all the time. Go downstairs and wherever you see an opening, or sometimes you got to be patient when you see him ducking like that to let him come back, like try to time him where his head gonna be instead of where it is. That's the only thing, kind of stuff that he got to work on. But he looks good, man. He looks real good.
Keon, I'll say something real quick, man, before they continue, man. And he'll be at 154 for a long time. And let me explain to you why. By the way, I live around the way, man. I know his coach. We talked about this and all that. He originally was fighting at 147. He can still make 147. The reason they moved up to 154 was because they said by the time they get ranked at 147, it'll be time to move to 154. So they just went ahead and started fighting at 154 so they can get comfortable with the weight class and go ahead and get ranked somewhere where he's going to be sitting at for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and I seen Ashley say that too. See, he gonna get bigger. He gonna continue to grow, Kano, because he only 19. So you know what I'm saying? He might have another growth spurt in him.
Hey, I've been around him. I've been standing next to him, sitting next to him, been at fights with him. You know, like I'm telling you, he makes 147 easy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I think Xander gonna be a problem. I look at him as definitely the future. He is the future, and it ain't gonna take him that long. I think 2 years from now, man. 2 years from now, by the time he probably like 21, 22. Yeah.
It was good that he had to fight all those rounds though. He needed that because he been stopping everybody, and sometimes that ends up not so good that you stopping everybody so early. You know what I'm saying? It's like he needed those rounds. He needed that experience because he'll probably learn from the few mistakes he did make in that fight. You know.
Yeah. My man L Dub, what's happening with it? L Dub, man, L Dub.
What's good, L Dub?
Information. Hey, L Dub know that inside. And my man OTB, I got your email. I'm gonna shoot you one too while they cooking. But knockout, man. Let me hear what your thoughts was.
Man, on Xander Zayas, I'm high on him, man. I like what I saw about 3 fights ago. Right, about 3 fights ago, he fought a guy named Jose Luis Sanchez, and I talked to Kano about this behind the scenes. I was like, "Damn, bro, he need to work on patience." I don't like how he rushed because he went out and he blew his whole load in like the first and second round, and he still won the rounds, but he started getting tagged with shots. His defense lacked a little bit, and I was like, "Damn, he just got over aggressive trying to go in and stop the dude." and it didn't work out well for him. Then you fast forward to his fight with Dan Carpinci, show way better patience, beat Dan Carpinci from pillar to post until he eventually stopped him in the 4th round. Then he had a stay busy fight against some dude from Italy, Matrazzini, Fettuccini, whatever the hell his name is, beat his ass in the 1st round. So I ain't really count that one because he got old buddy out of there so quick. This Quincy Lavalley fight, I was very interested to see because I think Quincy Lavalley is a better fighter than Dan Carpinci, especially defensively, with his angles and how he can move his head and how he really is a tough guy. Even when you hit him, he's hard to get up out of there. So watching him fight Quincy Lavalley, I noticed a few things. Number one, I like how he's defensively responsible, even though he has a very high work rate. If you go look at Xander Zayas, bro, he threw 70 punches per round in the fight against Quincy Lavalley. That's a very, very high punch count for a 154-pound fighter. So I really, really like that because with his skills and how his punches flow and how he puts combinations together, what he's turning himself into at just 19 years old, by the time he's 21, 22, 23 years old, we could be looking at a fighter that has good power in both hands, that has a very high work rate, that can throw anywhere from 75 to 90 punches per round at 154 pounds, that's also defensively responsible, that's athletic enough, not the most athletic, like he ain't Erickson Lubin athletic or Jamel Charlo athletic, but he fluid. And so when you look at that young man, what you get is somebody that you might just have to hurt him to beat him, bro, because of his work rate and how he can be accurate with his punches and how he can run off combinations. He could put you in a position to where it's hard to win rounds against him because he punches so much and he's defensively responsible, so he don't give you a whole lot to hit back. So you find yourself in a position to where you got to hurt him to change the complexion of the fight. So with how Top Rank is moving him, I anticipate him to continue to step up in competition, but continue to look better and better. I don't know if we'll talk about this fighter later, but you can't tell that Xander Zayas is the same age as Jahi Tucker. Their development is just totally different. And Jahi Tucker was a 19-year-old former #1 ranked fighter in amateurs, like at 142 pounds or some shit. You can't even tell that they the same age and shit when you watch them fight. It's just night and day between the improvement that Xander Zayas has showed just from 2021 to right now alone. And to those young fighters out there, bro, that's why you fight so much. Xander Zayas fought like 7 times in 2021, and he already got a fight coming up in June this year. So that activity, staying in training camp, maturing, learning where he can get better, man, it's seeming like it's paid off, and I can't wait to see him take another step forward. But I was very impressed with what I saw from him on Saturday night, man.
Yeah, definitely. Jahi Tucker. So now I get to correct your ass this time. Hey.
Oh, I said what I say.
You said Jahi Tucker.
Jahi, yeah, Jahi, my bad. Yeah, Jahi Tucker.
I've been waiting for this day that I can correct Knockout because he always corrected me when I'm fucking up names. Now,
shit, I accept it. I accept the shit. I ain't tripping shit. I'm a country dude. Sometimes shit, I get it wrong, bro.
I'm the first to fuck up somebody's name. My man G5, man, in great assessment. G5. Let me hear what your thoughts was on that.
I like Xander Zayas. I feel like that. I looked at him like an onion. You know what I'm saying? I was just waiting on him to peel back different layers and show me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if you got somebody that's not going nowhere, show me that you know how to, you know what I'm saying, win the fight. Even if you don't get them out, show me that you know how to complete and win the fight, regardless if you get a decision or a knockout. You know, I was pleased with the patience that he displayed. I think that for him to be his age, I think that he's only going to continue to grow. He'll become more patient, you know, more sound in the ring. And I think, you know, the performance was good. Good step up. Now where we go next from here is the #1 question. Who is the next opponent in June? You know what I'm saying? We need him to be better than Quincy Lavalley. You know what I'm saying? So good win, very good win. He had a very, very, very good showing. And I want to see where, you know, how it pans out for him. I do like his output. He did show more defensive soundness this fight. And he put up pretty much a complete fight, other than like a little times where he could have pressed the action a little bit more so he possibly could get the stoppage, because he did have Lavalley hurt on several occasions, you know. If you look at Lavallee when he first was out, he was bouncing all on his toes. He was all around. Then he slowed up and was using more. Sorry, I'm still at work. More head movement rather than using his legs. So, very good performance. And I'm ready for y'all just to start seeing these other dogs that's coming out of Puerto Rico, man. You know, I got a little inside scoop being the co-host for Kano, so you know.
Hey, just keep him away from my fighter.
Yeah, if they don't know about that boy BP, man, y'all go find some clips on him. Homie can fight. Old Brian Palaco, he got the goods. A good performance from Xander Zayas, man. I was impressed because I had to do my homework as well as Kano did. He knew, but you know, he put me on. So I was like, all right, let me go check this shit out. But good win, man. I like what I saw.
Yeah, man. And before I give it to my brother Batman, y'all make sure that y'all sub to Ashley's Corner. Ashley's Corner. I pinned the link in the chat. So don't act like y'all can't find it. All y'all gotta do is click on that link that I pinned in the chat, hit subscribe and the bell icon, and she know her boxing. Her and Kwee, man, great. They always deliver great content. They women that really know boxing. So if y'all want to go and see women that really know boxing, because I wouldn't be telling y'all this. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. If they don't know what the hell they talking about, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like they don't know what the fuck they talking about. No, but these women really know boxing, and they putting y'all men on game that need it. You know what I'm saying? Giving y'all relationship advice. Letting y'all know the things, what to say to a woman and what not to say to a woman and all that. They not only talking about boxing, they talking about a whole lot of different things, and they know boxing as well, and they break it down so eloquently. So yeah, make sure that y'all go sub to their channel. Definitely, you know. And like I said, once again, the link is pinned in the chat. I second
that. Y'all better go subscribe.
I third that shit. Y'all show them the same support y'all show all us, man. If you subscribe to us, you should be subscribed to them too.
Sub to both, not just one. They got their own individual pages and they got their joint ventures.
Right. And you know, shit, you know, and shit, you need y'all, and then y'all got something to go look at. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all sick of looking at our ugly ass faces. Y'all got something to go look at, you know, too. So it's several reasons for y'all to go over there and sub to these ladies. And yeah, you know, yes, sir. But yeah, who else? My man in the building, Batman. What it do?
What's up, Key? What's up, everybody? Coach, Knockout, G5, Kano.
Chilling, bro. How you doing, bro?
I'm cool, man.
Old Batman. We talk again.
Old bat.
I mean, I like this Xander, man. Zayas, motherfucking he placed his punches right. When he saw he saw that what's his name? Lavius.
Lavallee.
Yeah, Lavallee.
We know what
Lavallee couldn't handle the pressure. He stayed on him. I like when he was pressuring him. He ain't just. I mean, at some moments of the fight, he did just let his hands go. Then he started placing his punches. You know, young kid. I mean, I know this much. I know I know when him and Edgar Berlanga on the same car, he gonna be the main event. That's what I know. Next time they on the car together, he gonna be the main event.
Right. we gonna get into that fight for sure.
Hey, Batman.
As he should. He 10 times better than Berlanga.
Hey,
yeah,
Batman.
Coach.
You saw Regis?
Yeah, I saw him.
Okay, I'm just wondering, bro. I was just wondering, bro.
I look at Regis. What? I mean, he looked
Coach
good.
coming over here on that bullshit, bro.
No bullshit. Hey, man.
He looked good.
He fighting Zepeda next, though.
I mean,
He
no.
Vader next, then he probably fight.
Yeah, because that's one thing we did miss. That's one thing we did miss. Regis, he fought himself in. Now he is a WBC mandatory at 140 pounds. So, let's clap to that for sure, because Regis, man, once he went over there and lost to Josh Taylor in the very close fight, he ain't been able to get a chance. And finally, he right back to now. They can't run from him no more. He is the number one contender. Yeah, right? He is the mandatory for WBC, so I love that.
And that's what I was saying. Matias is in line for the IBF. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna eventually clash just soon.
Yeah. Batman, you see what L Dub just put? He said, ask Batman which Showtime card is Gary Antonio fighting Jonas Sultan on. Johannes Sultan.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna see if I can get in contact with him today. I'm gonna ask him today.
Yeah, man. Regis like I said, now Regis is working with the same nutritionist that Errol Spence got. Well, he's a nutritionist and a strength and conditioning coach.
He's not a strength and conditioning coach.
Also, he's just using him for the nutrition.
He doing both. He doing both with Spence, and then coach let me know that he only doing nutrition for Regis, but Regis looked good, bro. He was in shape. I don't know if y'all caught that shit. He was in some shape for that fight, bro.
Yeah. He got a channel too, man. When he got a channel that you can watch all the way through the progression of camp. It was pretty nice, pretty cool. The thing I like about him is he tell the truth. He tell the truth. He even talked about how he wasn't being as disciplined as he should have been before going to camp. So he was doing like Errol. He was having fat camp a little bit, So, but now that nutritionist, man, that joker, one day he lost 5 pounds in one day overnight from the nutritionist.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when he said he wanted to be focused when he went to see Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
Hey, Batman, when you get that information, man, I want you to send it to his IG, or you could text it to me and I could text it to him. Either way.
You say who?
L-Dub. When you get that information, you could either send it to his IG or you could text it to me and I'll text it to him. However you want to do it.
All right.
Yeah. Well, man, let's move on and let's talk about Edgar Berlanga. Let's talk about my dude Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, I was right there ringside watching him. His last fight, he fought on the undercard of Deontay Wilder, right? And he didn't look good, right? He didn't look good. I forgot he fought one of Bomac's guys. The guy that he fought was in one of the, I forgot who it was. Was it like Vladimir or something? He fought Vladimir. Huh?
Costedes.
What? Say that again.
Costedes. Don't worry about it, man. We all
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I saw the fight. I was right there. And Edgar Berlanga, he didn't look good. But his excuse was that I tore my bicep in the fight. So, I had to fight through injury. So this fight coming back against Steve Rose. Steve Rose he pushing 40 years old. We seen Steve Rose against Triple G, and Triple G stopped him. He did what he could against Triple G. Of course, he got in his licks on Triple G, but everybody gonna do that against Triple G because he just coming forward and he ain't got no defense, especially at this age. So Steve Rose, I would say he's a C+ type of fighter, C+ fighter, no better than that to me. So we wanted to see, me and Kano was talking about this. We was all talking about this. We wanted to see how Edgar Berlanga was going to look against Steve Rose. A lot of people were saying, oh, man, he going to knock out Steve Rose. He going to stop him. We looking for him to stop Steve Rose. Well, I didn't look for him to stop Steve Rose. I didn't think he was going to stop him. I actually bet on the decision because from what I saw from Edgar Berlanga, ever since he stepped up in competition, he ain't looked the same since he stepped up in competition. Now he was saying he was 100% healthy. And now this was his chance to prove everybody that, hey, what y'all saw from me when I had them 16 straight knockouts, it wasn't hype. I'm really here. But leading up to the fight, they start telling you, hey, he gonna go back to, showing everybody that he can box beautifully, because that was his style in the amateurs. He wasn't a knockout artist in the amateurs. You feel me? He was a boxer. He was more of a masterclass boxer in the amateurs. So we was like, okay, are we gonna see the Edgar Berlanga that was the monster knocking everybody out? Or are we gonna see a new Edgar Berlanga that's a boxer that can box beautifully, right? That we haven't seen since the amateurs, and you ain't never seen unless you follow him in the amateurs. Which one are we gonna see? Or are we gonna see Edgar Berlanga that go out there, boxes Steve Rose, right? Shows us that he can box beautifully, and then stop Steve Rose. But we didn't see none of that. Edgar Berlanga didn't impress me at all. And I'm going to just tell y'all, to me, he ain't it. He don't get his head off the line well, right? He's right there. His head is right there on the line to be hit. He don't cut off the ring well at all. He follows his opponent around, and I hate that shit. His ring IQ is not there. Like he don't have a high ring IQ to where he should be setting up traps and setting up his punches to set up his big power shots, but he don't do that. Like, he don't mix his shots up. He just head. He don't know when to go to the body and set his shit up. I don't like that. His feet are horrible. Like, as far as his feet is just slow as hell. He lacks stamina, but we seen that before. And to me, as far as the boxer that we were supposed to see, I don't know. He looked like a average boxer to me, or a little bit above average. Now, he did do enough to beat Steve Rose. I talked to Batman behind the scenes, and Batman feel that Steve Rose won the fight.
I do too.
I told Batman, I said, well, I got to go back and look at it. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back and look at it. I can't argue with y'all because y'all think that it was another fight on DAZN. It was a lot of shit that was going on, but I saw what I needed to see from Edgar Berlanga to let me know that he's not it. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to continue to get better, but I don't see a special fighter. I don't see that. And as many fights as he's had, now we will be able to see if he was going to be a special fighter down the road. Like, oh yeah, he just had a couple. Nah, we saw as now that they start picking up his level of competition. As soon as they picked up his level of competition, maybe 3 fights ago, we started seeing like, he getting hit a lot. It's things that maybe he might not be it. But now I know that he ain't it. Now, I'm not saying that he can't be a world champion. He can't grab a belt, but I'm saying that he's not special to me. He's not a special fighter to me, and I don't think that he ever gonna be a special fighter. A good fighter, yeah, I think he'll be a pretty good fighter, but like what Ricky Williams say, yeah, he a pretty good little fighter. He might be that, but he ain't gonna be no more than that to me. If y'all disagree, fine, but that's just what I think. Kano, what did you see from your boy Edgar Berlanga?
Yeah, man. First of all, let me address Frank Dinero when he's saying it wasn't Berlanga's fault. He was fighting a scared fighter who wouldn't engage. Let me go ahead and just tell you that is his fault, because he should know how to cut a ring off. So if somebody's, not engaging with you, you should be able to cut the ring off. You was chasing instead of cutting. I expected a lot more from Berlanga. I didn't see it, and I don't think he'll ever get it back. Okay? He's not going to get it back. I have already buried him and put him in the graveyard, man, and put a R.I.P. Berlanga sign up. Okay? Straight up, man. Because, listen, bro, I seen him when he used to box when he was an amateur, and I'm seeing what he's doing now. And what it seems to me like he did was that he got enamored with his power so much that he has forgotten completely how to box. And I don't think he's gonna get it back. I don't think he's gonna improve. I don't think, like you did, he's gonna grab a title. He ain't grabbing shit but the canvas soon. If he keep fighting like that, he getting hit with everything by anything and by anybody. This man looked like a heavyweight sitting in there in the ring. He moved like a heavyweight in 168 pounds. Who in the hell is he going to beat at 168? Kevin Newman will smoke his ass right now. Morrell will smoke his ass right now. It's shit. We don't even need to mention the big names because I just gave you two of the low names that I know will smoke his ass right now. So what is there to talk about? I don't run from this shit. Look, I'm Puerto Rican, but I am not going to defend him just because he's Puerto Rican. If your ass ain't doing what you're supposed to do in the ring, then your ass ain't doing what you're supposed to do in the ring. You going to get this work just like everybody else. Shit. Hey, I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to cooking and burning a motherfucker. And he ain't it. He's done. Like I said, I put him already in his coffin, man. Next.
Well,
hey, great assessment. I agree with everything you said, man. But what's up, Coach?
man, he need a
Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
What's happening with it? Scotty White, salute. Scotty White said Team Williams Jr. all day. He said Michael Williams Jr. all day.
I hear you. Anyway, I hear you. That was a good interview, Scotty. I saw it, bro.
Great Roy Jones interview. Great interview, Scotty. But go ahead, Coach. My bad.
You know, we was talking about this last time we was on here, and I said Morrell would beat him. And I had a few people saying, nah, Berlanga too strong. He punched too hard. He wouldn't get a chance to punch too hard. He got jabbed in the face all night long. He couldn't move his head. His feet, he was plodding. His feet are terrible. He just like Keno said, man, he was fighting like a heavyweight, bro. Like, you can't be at 168 and can't move, bro. You can't move your feet. You can't move your head. He was... If Steve Rose, and you talking about a 37-year-old middleweight moving up, right? You couldn't get him out of there, bro. And you was getting jabbed in the mouth. To me, it looked like he lost the fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. He got jabbed in the face all night long, bro. And he couldn't get away from it. And the right hand. And sometimes Steve Rose would lead with the right hand. Now, what Steve Rose did was smart. He ain't gonna go out there and try to bang with you early. He gonna box your ass and let you get off all your little shit that you gonna try to get off. And I'm gonna keep you at distance and move my feet. So he could take some of that power away. He's not dumb. He's not a dumb fighter. A guy got a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? And Berlanga looked like he was, man, he looked plodding, bro. Like, he need a speed coach. And I ain't talking about for his hands. I'm talking about a speed coach for his feet. That's what he needs, because his feet are terrible, bro. Like, he throw off balance punches. You can easily box. A boxer gonna kill him. They're gonna beat him up. And if he, they talking about him and Benavidez. Man, Benavidez would kill that kid in there, bro. David Morrell would destroy him, bro. Like, it wouldn't even be a good fight. So he just exposed himself, and hopefully, I'm not gonna just write the kid off of this fight, and like Kano did. I'm not gonna do that. If they do the right things and get him to where
he in the coffin, dead.
Get it to where it's too much. He got too much to do and learn. And
I'm not gonna say that, because I think that he's not in good shape. That's what I think. I think he's probably having fat camps. I don't think he's in good shape. I don't think he runs enough. I don't think they don't work on his foot speed. They don't work on none of that. And it can be changed around. I think that he's a, if he has the drive to do it. Now, put it that way. I don't know him personally, but I wouldn't just write him off. Coach. He got a gift, and he better realize that he got a gift.
Coach, some people have it, some people don't. I've seen this guy train in Orlando. It's not a lack of training. Some folks just don't have the gas tank in them no matter what they do. I'm already buried him. I don't even know why I'm even speaking.
He he just got a lot of work to do, bro. He, them 16 knockouts in a row, that hurt him more than anything. That hurt him more than anything. So, he got a long way to go. And if they try to put them, he step up to one of these young guys that can box, he gonna get flushed at this point right now. He gonna get flushed. That's it.
Yeah. Knockout.
Man, I agree with everything that they said, but for the sake of not sounding like I'm just repeating the great points that y'all three made, I want to say this too, bro, that I don't think anybody is talking about enough. Bro, get a coach, bro. Because I'm watching the fight, and I'm watching this young man look to his left, look down low, look to his right. He trying to listen to everybody. You got Rozier in the corner. You got Mickey Bay in the corner. You got damn Coach K in the corner. You got everybody in the corner trying to give him instructions, and he trying to take instructions from everybody. Like that's not the move, in my opinion. So first thing I would say, get somebody that you trust, that's good with your style of fighting, and try to get you a trainer that's going, that you can listen to, so you're not trying to listen to a bunch of people at one time. And then this is no disrespect to Coach K.
I don't let you get away. Let me interrupt you for 1 second, bro, man. You giving them excuses, bro. I ain't giving this man no excuse, bro.
I'm not giving him excuses. I'm just talking about how he can improve, bro.
Man, shit, man. I don't care who you bring in. You could bring Jesus down here, bro. He ain't gonna improve.
I feel you, bro, but you the one that been telling me he can box. So let me get it off right quick. So if you're gonna have all these coaches, number one, that ain't a good look. And I was just trying not to repeat y'all, because y'all said everything I was thinking. But if you gonna have all these coaches, bro, the shit's gonna be hard. It's gonna confuse you. You ain't gonna have shit to listen to. And then secondly, Coach K, I think he's a good coach, man. But I think he's good with boxers that already have skills, that already have IQs, that can really box. I done seen him try to take a puncher and turn him into a boxer now 2 times. I watched him with Jerry Hurd when Jerry Hurd just fought this dude, Luis Cuba Arias. All right. And he ended up getting Jerry Hurd pieced up. He had Jerry Hurd in there trying to shoulder roll and shit, trying to box and shit. And Jerry Hurd was in there getting his ass whooped by Luis Cuba Arias. Okay. Then I watched him. Then I'm just watching him with Berlanga, and Berlanga, he trying to tell Berlanga, do this combination, do that combination, box, do this here. Berlanga's not capable of doing that shit, bro. He's not capable of doing that shit. And so I agree with everybody. The slow feet, the lack of combinations. He looked like a robot plotting forward in the ring. I don't know what the hell that jab is. There's no variation to it. There's no speed to it. It's just one way, come out the same way. And I just find it hard to believe, like, if a 40-year-old Steve Rose can time your ass and eventually catch you with right hands and be jabbing you all night, man, he what we gonna watch him do? Fight tomato cans and cab drivers and janitors and shit for the rest of his career? I'm telling y'all all right now, the moment, it ain't gotta be no top fighter. The moment I hear some shit announced, and it's Berlanga versus Rocky Fielding, or Berlanga versus Darrell, or Berlanga versus fucking Ronald Ellis, or anybody like that, bro, John Ryder, anybody that's anywhere near a top 10 to 20, 168-pound fighter, bro, I got them beating the shit out of Edgar Berlanga. So that's all I got on it, man. I agree with everybody about his flaws and everything, but even more so, not only the flaws in the ring, just mentally having all them voices in your ear. I think that shit's a bad look, and I don't see that shit going well for him.
Keon, what did I tell you, though? I said, let me hold off on talking about this until after the fight. Was that not what I told you, Keith?
Yep. Mm-hmm. We were both saying that. We was both saying that, Kono.
Oh, hey, what did I tell you? If he don't perform, I'm going to execute him. And that's what I did.
As you should.
We see what he is. I think we pretty much see what he is. Like I said, I've seen him. I've been right there, ringside, seeing him fight. I've seen him. As soon as they picked up his level of competition, right? That was that first fight where he didn't get a knockout. We seen, like, man, we start seeing a lot of holes in his game. Before, we didn't have time enough to see it because he was getting everybody out of there in one round. And one thing y'all got to understand is, one thing that everybody got to understand is Top Rank have some of the best matchmakers in all of boxing. And I'm going to leave it at that. And y'all go sub to my man Emmanuel H. A1 Hoop Zone. Click on this link. It's in the comments. He dropped his link in the comments. And like I said, all the NBA talk that y'all want is right over there on A1 Hoop Zone. But yeah,
I'm shocked they giving them all kind of passes. I ain't giving them shit.
Yes, sir. G5.
Yes, sir. Man, for one, he lacks mental fortitude. You know what I'm saying? Without that, you're not going far in boxing. You know, falling in love with the power, some people do. But when your power go, what you got left? Your core base of fundamentals. Wherever he got disconnected with that, shit, it ain't coming back. I mean, he can't move. It's like he got on a weight vest, ankle weights. You know what I'm saying? It's like no head movement, lack of combination punches. Even when he put himself in position, he still didn't know what to do or how to unleash a combination to effectively hurt Rose. Man, that's why I said Morrell and Benavidez and Berlanga, let them fight. They young. Shit, I had Morrell beating them either way it goes. I don't give a fuck. He can have his best training camp, his best day. He just don't have it. He just not there. Even with all the knockouts, I still held my mule on Edgar Berlanga just because the knockouts, that's cool, but you're not showing true ability. You're not showing that you know how to, hit a wall and come out with a decision or get the stoppage by boxing and working your way in. You know what I'm saying? Using angles, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. It's not there. And being at 168, I never saw nothing special. Just from the jump, I'm like, okay, you get knockouts, great. But what else you got? And I've been looking and waiting to see, and I see the same shit. So, I'm not surprised. I'm just like, hey, he just don't have it. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He got the machine and the hype behind him. So yeah, people gonna keep trying to push him, and they're gonna set him up and people with that he can get up out of there. But if you couldn't even convincingly beat Steve Rose, bro, shit, they need to downgrade your competition. I'm gonna be honest, they need to build your confidence with some of them, whatever the case might be, because I don't see you beat nobody in the top, even the young goons coming up. I don't see it. He like AJ. He can't get out of the way of a right hand. He got the right hand was standing from round 1 to round 12, constant. Terrible performance. You should be disappointed and highly upset with yourself that your ass was the fucking main event. Main shit. That's it. That's all he was. But that's all I got on. There ain't too much shit. You just don't have it. Hopefully he can do something, but I just don't see it. I'm just gonna be honest. I never was high on him.
Keon, you don't mind me helping you out on a question in the chat, man. Real talk. Now, somebody was asking that has anybody asked what the game plan was? Well, I'm the right guy to ask. The game plan was supposed to be to box. Did anybody see that?
Hell no, man. Dude, like I said, man, he got a long way to go. He remind me like y'all know who he remind me of? He remind me of Jared Hurd. That's who he remind me of. How we've been seeing ever since Jared Hurd got beat by J-Rock and he didn't try to come back and switch it. That's who he remind me of. He looked like Jared Hurd. And that's just what it is. He remind me of Jared Hurd. Batman, what was your take on Edgar Berlanga?
My take is, man, he probably he's a if anybody ever heard this, he's a headgear fighter. What I mean is, without the headgear on, he can't take them punches he can take with the headgear on. Cause that's extra. The headgear jive is easy to fight with on because you can't take that extra pop that you be taking when you do get hit on the headgear. Man, Steve Rose from round 1 to round 4, it was cool. But when Steve Rose got in his groove, Steve Rose wasn't just touching him with the right hand. He was hitting this man with 3-punch combinations, all this shit, man. Moving out the way. He was boxing the kid, man. And it's a shame, man, when they got this much hype around the motherfucker, and when they really lose, they just look at him as a money machine, and that shit, that's boxing job throwing me off, man. Cause Steve Rose, man, did enough to have his hand raised last night, man. And this kid right here, man, you know, and what was like G5 said, what was so unprofessional? You got 3 motherfuckers saying 3 different things in the fucking corner. What the fuck is going on? Dog, you couldn't pick one coach for the fucking training camp?
Yeah, bro, that's all I was saying, bro. That shit didn't look good to me, bet.
Yeah, knockout. My fault, knockout.
That was knockout saying that. Yep.
Yeah, you couldn't pick one coach for the fucking fucking fight. That shit was unprofessional, man. It shows that he has no profession, and them coaches don't have a profession of what they was doing. The shit was crazy. It's like what the fuck, you was working on 3 different fucking game plans? Come on, man. Then he gotta learn how to cut the ring off, put them combinations behind it, work his jab. His jab looked ugly after the 4th round. His jab looked ugly and sloppy. Then he tried blaming on he had a elbow bruise and all this shit, man. Man, fuck Edgar Berlanga, man. He threw me off, man. He made my prediction wrong on knockout joint, man.
Yeah, man. I didn't think he was gonna get the knockout. Like I said, I pretty much had seen who he was when I saw him fight live. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of pretty much know. I didn't expect him to knock out Steve Rose, but I didn't know if he was gonna look. I really didn't know what to expect from him, but I didn't expect him to get a knockout. Man, Edgar Berlanga.
And just real quick, Key, it ain't the multiple coaches, it's the multiple coaches talking, bro. It's plenty of fighters that have multiple coaches and shit, but then come fight night, it's only one voice in the corner. What was throwing me off is all 3 of them was talking at the same time, bro.
Yeah, and my dude, I said that you gotta listen, homie. You got an educated jab. My God, you gotta listen. I said that he reminds me of Jared Hurd after Jared Hurd ended up taking his L, and then he tried to come back. And remember, he tried to come back as a boxer. He didn't know if he wanted to box. He didn't know if he wanted to slug, and he was just all over the place. That's the Jared Hurd he reminds me of. You gotta listen. But yeah, man. So yeah, everybody, let's move on, man. Let's move on. I think we all kind of agree on Edgar Berlanga, and the jury is out, and Edgar Berlanga ain't it. He ain't gonna be it. You feel me? Now, as far as what else we gonna move on? Let's talk about Blair Cobbs. Let's talk about Blair Cobbs for a minute. I came on here and I said, Blair Cobbs is talking a whole lot of shit. Blair Cobbs is making headlines all over boxing, and he putting a lot of motherfucking heat on his back. I said, Blair Cobbs, hey, he putting a lot of pressure on himself. And I said, now he got to go out there and he got to back up all of that tough, loud talk he was doing. You got to back it up. And what did Blair Cobbs go out there and do? What did he do? He went out there and he got his motherfucking ass beat. He got his ass embarrassed and he got beat up. He got beat up and embarrassed, straight up and down. I mean, that's the only way to put it. He got beat up and embarrassed. He was doing okay for a minute, you know, switching side to side with all that herky-jerky movement. Blair Cobbs, he was landing some good power shots, but we knew what was going to happen if y'all was watching the fight. Blair Cobbs, he fights straight up and down, right? His head is straight up in the air, and every time Alex Rocha hit him, the motherfucker afro was flying all up in the air and shit. You know what I'm saying? Blair Cobbs got the shit beat out of him. He looked pitiful once he started to get hit, right? Once the fight started going to the second half of the fight and his movement started slowing down because he doing all that crazy ass movement, tiring himself out. And once that shit slowed down and Alexis Rocha caught up to him, I already knew it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I already knew it was a wrap. That motherfucker was getting like I said, he beat the afro off that motherfucker. Dude was just getting flopped all around the goddamn ring. And yeah, he got embarrassed in front of the whole world. Errol Spence was laughing at his motherfucking monkey ass. Terrence Crawford was laughing at him. They was all laughing at him. Because if you can't fight, keep your mouth closed. He made it worse he got a pretty good fight. But now, what's going to happen to Blair Cobbs now? He ain't going to be able to main event nothing else. Ain't nobody finna take him serious from now on. And he already on Golden Boy. Where Golden Boy, they don't get no shine to black fighters anyway. So Blair Cobbs is fucked up. You ain't going to hear nothing else about Blair Cobbs because he can't come out and trick the fans no more. See, he was able to talk all that shit in because he could trick some of the fans like, damn, can he really fight? This dude might be able to really fight a little bit. But now everybody know that he can't fight. Ain't nothing else he can do, y'all. He done. You know what I'm saying? He talked his motherfucking way out of a retire. He talked his way into a retirement. That's what he did. Because see, if he had came out here and put on a performance like that, but shut his fucking mouth, well, he can still go on the fight. What they gonna do? Golden Boy ain't gonna display him no more because now everybody know, right? Everybody know that he a fucking joke. Everybody know the only thing he can do is run his motherfucking mouth, but he done ran out of shit to say now. He can't come out and talk all this shit again and tell you he gonna whoop Errol Spence and he can whoop Terrence Crawford and he could whoop Jerron Boots Ennis and everybody's ducking Blair Cobbs and wooing here and wooing there. He can't do none of that no more. He's done. The dude is done. And I know we always say, well, man, you shouldn't say people done off of one fight, but he did this to himself. He did it to himself. He wanted that attention on him, but he couldn't fight good enough to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So the dude is a clown, and he got embarrassed in front of everybody. And then he gonna try to be humble for a second, and then got the wooing again, talking about, Blair Cobbs, we'll be back. No, you won't. They finna shelf your ass. They finna shelf your motherfucking ass. Straight up and down. First of all, you're with the wrong promoter. Like I said, that don't promote black fighters anyway. They gonna shelf Blair Cobbs. They was looking for a reason to shut his motherfucking ass up, and they found his reason. And their solution was Alexis Rocha. That's it. That's all. Like Batman say, knockout. Go ahead and cook.
Man, I need all my people, all y'all that pick Blair Cobbs to win. I need y'all to put 100 in the chat. Don't hide now. Don't be hiding from us now. I try to tell y'all that man wasn't on Alexis Rocha's level. He just got his ass beat, bro. Like Alexis Rocha, his only loss came to Rashidi Ellis. And I was trying to tell people with his style of fighting, that pressure fighter, southpaw style, coming to the body, and how Blair Cobbs just like to run around the ring and try to use lateral movement, and his boxing skills ain't on 100 like that, bro. Like I knew it was gonna be a matter of time, and Alexis Rocha was you know what I'm saying, gonna beat him up, and I picked him to stop him, and he stopped him. So salute to Alexis Rocha. But also, just like you said, bro, like just to further elaborate, when you look at the business of boxing and who Golden Boy chooses to move forward with, who they like to promote, like think of it like this: Rashidi Ellis beat Alexis Rocha. He ain't had a fight since then, and this is Alexis Roach's third fight. Why didn't Golden Boy get his fight to Rashidi Ellis to let him shine on Blair Cobbs? Like the way that they moved let you know right there who they want to promote and who they want to win this fight. This fight was in Alexis Roach's home state of California. He from California. They had the fight in LA. And then you just look at Golden Boy Promotions. You got Jaime Munguia. You had Canelo Alvarez. You got Zerto Ramirez. You got fucking Virgil Ortiz Jr. You know, so you can tell who they want to promote and who they gonna big up. And Blair Cobb, yeah, he talked himself into this position. He had a lot of eyes on him. And the reason that I agree with Key and I think that he's done as well, like Key said, is because once you talk like that, you have to perform. Because when you talk like Mayweather used to talk, when you talk like Adrian Broner used to talk, they looking for a reason. And by they, I just mean the people in power in boxing. They looking for a reason to shut you up. They don't like no cocky ass fighter running around here talking shit to everybody and kind of messing up the brand, because now they got to promote somebody they really didn't want to promote in the first place, bro. Like now Golden Boy, like they didn't really want to have him in the main event. They was trying to find opponents for McKisson left and right to keep his ass in the main event. They didn't want Blair Cobbs in the main event, bro. But he talked his way into that hole. So when you talk your way into that shit, you got to go out there and perform, bro. You have to. And so the fact that he didn't, like, his ass is grass, bro. And you see who he fight for. He fight for Golden Boy. Like, who he gonna fight next? They gonna feed him to Rashidi Ellis or somebody? Like, or is he gonna go back to fight no-name opponents again? Like, he just, you know what I'm saying? He had his 15 minutes of fame. I will give him this credit, and then I'll pass it. I will give him this credit. That young man went out there, and I call him young man because he's younger than me. That young man went out there. He talked all that shit. He did get his ass whooped, but I watched him as he was getting knocked out, as he was getting the S-curl activated juice knocked from his goddamn hair, and he had moisturizer all over the ring. I did watch him get knocked out while still throwing punches. I did watch him trying to, like, he was out of it, but he was even trying to throw punches at the ref for a little bit. So he did show heart, and he did go out on his shield. And so I give him much more respect than I would give somebody like Chris Colbert right now, who was getting his ass whipped and just ran away the whole goddamn time. So I will give Blair Cobbs the respect of saying, at least he ain't quit. At least that man didn't quit. At least he went out, the way that you would want a fighter to go out. He's just not that good, bro. And we should have all knew, like, if you was buying into the hype and shit, like, bro, the man has 16 fights. He had 16 fights and he's 33 years old, bro. He had 16 fights and he's 33 years old. Like, we should have all knew what it was. We should have all knew what it was. So, it is what it is, bro. Congratulations to Alexis Rocha. He proved that he can, he's a contender. We'll see what's next from him. But Blair Cobbs, man, you had your 15 minutes of fame and you crash and burn, bro. So, boxing moves on. You probably get shitted on for the next couple of days, but then people will forget about you just like they never knew you in the first place, bro.
Right. And y'all got to understand, y'all in the chat talking about, oh, well, he sold the check. He sold, he can sell. And you know what I'm saying? The reason why y'all was watching is because of Blair Cobb. Yeah. But what y'all not understanding is he can't do that again. You feel me? The first time he had a step up opponent, he got knocked out. He sold us off of what if. You know what I'm saying? He sold us off of a question mark because a lot of people didn't know how good he is and how good he ain't. People wanted to see if he was good enough to back up that shit. Now he come back talking that shit. He can't sell you no more because it ain't nothing to sell you on. We know what he is. He's 34 years old. It ain't like he's a young guy doing this shit. You feel me? He's a 34-year-old prospect. What is he going to sell anybody on? I want to know. What are you going to sell anybody on for y'all that saying, oh, man, he'll be back because he can sell and this, and that. What is he going to sell anybody on? He had his first step-up chance, and he got beat all around the ring. And, yeah, salute to him for still wanting to fight, showing that he have heart. But other than that, he can't sell me on, oh, man, I wonder is he really able to beat or contend with Jerron Boots Ennis? I wonder, can he contend with Terrence Crawford and all these other? What is he going to sell you on now? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Y'all got to understand the difference. And he's older. He can't sell nobody on shit now. Motherfuckers is just going to look at him and continue to go. And another thing, once again, If you don't know how Golden Boy rock, well, y'all might need to do some research and find out how Golden Boy promote black fighters. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But who next? Who came in here next? Y'all cook whoever came in here after knockout.
Well, only thing I got to say is go and tell his
yeah. You cutting up, coach. We can't hear you.
I lost, but I got to fight. I got to fight on in a main event on ESPN or whatever it was. Or on the Zone or whatever it was. He can tell his grandkids that. Now, as far as him showing heart, if he showed heart, he wouldn't be running. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker's in shape though, boy. That motherfucker is in shape, boy. That motherfucker legs never stop moving, bro. If he learned how to really box and not move around so much, somebody can do something with him. But he's scared to get hit. He's terrified of getting hit. And like I told y'all last week, he gonna get over that front knee and he gonna get hit with an uppercut. And he got over that front knee, and that first knockdown, that shit was hilarious, son. Bent over and knocked his shit. His throat went over the ropes, but his body stayed in the ring. Shit was hilarious, boy.
That man said his throat went over the rope.
He ain't lying neither, bro.
Boy, that shit
He's
was
damn sure telling the truth.
I told y'all what was gonna happen. He was gonna get caught with an uppercut and show his God made little red apples on a Sunday morning. He got his ass flowed with that uppercut. The dude just don't have it. He sold the fight. He did what he had to do. Now, dude, ride off into the sunset and do something different. That's all I can tell him, bro. That's it. You made yourself look like a pure ass all over the world. It's one thing to make yourself look like an ass locally, but you made yourself look like a ass all over America for sure. All of that talking, and you go up in there and look like a clown, boy. You look like McDonald's with that hair, boy. Man, you don't have it, bro. Just go ahead on and ride off into the sunset. Take your little check, go invest it, do something good with your money, and be done with it, bro. That's it. Dude, a clown, man. That's all I got to say, bro.
Well, Richard Simmons' little bitch ass got exactly what it deserved. Doing all that damn podcast, all that sun and front and all that extra shit. Oh, yeah, you was talking real greasy. Had a lot to say about a little bit of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Karma's a bitch. And that bitch was real big, you know what I'm saying, this past weekend. And he met that bitch too. He sure did. Karma was like, you want some of this? Redhead, he was like, yeah, and got his ass whooped. So I'm glad he got his ass whooped. Man, that boy was all hyped from the jump anyway. The nigga is dumpster juice. So the fuck he is as a boxer.
G5, how you look at your skill set if you Blair Cobbs, and then you look at the man across from you, Alexis Roach's skill set, and you talking shit about everybody else and you ain't focused on him.
Hold on, y'all. I think the Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, the dude that lied about being Errol Spence's motherfucking uncle and cousin and all type of shit. But Jax, hey, the Jax. I think he wants some motherfucking attention in here. I think he wants some attention. You know what I'm saying? I think the Jax wants some attention. You know what I'm saying? I think the clown ass nigga, he wants some attention in the chat. So I'm going to give him the attention that he wants. I want to know how I feel to tell everybody and lie to everybody, right? Oh, man, Errol Spence, my cousin. Soon as you get mad, you're running around making a million videos about him and shit, hating on him and shit. How does that feel? I want to know, since you want some attention, you know what I'm saying? I'll drop you the link if you want some attention, because I'm the nigga to give it to you. So you keep chatting and commenting. If you want some attention, I'm dropping the link. Right.
Don't drop it. Just ask him if he gonna come on, because you're wasting your fucking time.
Let me know if you want me to drop the link, since you want some attention with your ugly ass. But go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait for him. Go ahead.
Man, drop the link for him. Then he can't say, well, you didn't send me the link. Yeah, drop the link for him. You know, niggas talk a whole bunch of shit when they can type shit. Go ahead and get your little ring pop head ass on up here. You know what I'm saying? And talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? And so you can get cooked.
Oh, squirrel mouth.
Shit, we'll go on mute.
Nigga. I got the link for real. I got the link. The link is right there.
You just wasted time. That nigga ain't coming on here.
Hey, now I'm gonna give him the attention he's looking for.
Nigga is not coming on.
I'm gonna give him the attention he's looking for with his lying ass. Talking about tight. I be at fights. I be at fights too, nigga. What is you saying? What is you saying with your ugly ass? Bring your ugly ass on this camera for real, so everybody can see how ugly your motherfucking ass is.
Damn.
The link is in the chat.
Damn.
Yeah, coach. I be instigating shit, bro.
Hey, you wanted some attention? I'm gonna give it to your little fat ugly ass.
Break it up.
You break it up, G5. You break it up, G5. Talking about I be at these, but nigga, don't nobody watch your shit. So I'm gonna give you some attention, right? I'm gonna give you some attention.
I told y'all, waste of time. Anyway.
Man, Jax, it's the Jax. Hey, but man, knockout, man. I mean, who? Coach, go ahead, Coach.
It was G5. Me and Coach went, but G5 popped out, so it's on Batman.
Batman.
Yo.
Yeah.
Man, look, man. The boy did. See, I ain't even going what's calling the boy, man. The boy did good in the first couple of rounds, man. He with the wrong coach, man. If he can get with a good coach, and like Coach said, get rid of that. I mean, don't nobody like to get punched on, but if he can go to catching punches instead of trying to slip them all the time, I think he would have did much better. But I told y'all I went with him because he black. And I'm doing
you did say that shit on my show. I tried to give him an opportunity.
I said that shit too. I said, hey, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think he's gonna win, but I'm going with him because he's still black.
Yeah, he's black. And then and I told you I saw Rocha fight, and I said if you was gonna bet money, bet on Rocha.
Bet on Rocha. Yeah.
I mean, but the boy do got a little bit of skills. He just ain't find the right coach that can harness his skills. But he moved good around the ring. If he knew how to pop the jab, he knew how to throw his 1-2. He knew how to throw combinations real good. That body shot shit he was doing with his chin in the air, that shit throwing me off. But he over there with the great Freddie Roach, and he can't fix that shit. Man, but listen, man.
Did you call that man the great Freddie Roach? Mr. Keep Your Hands Up?
Oh, man, that's what they call him, man. I'm just saying what they call him.
That bad can't coach either. I hate to say it, bro. He can't coach for shit. Did you hear what he was telling Blair Cobbs?
Bad.
He told that man, he said, keep your hands up, push him back. It's like, that's it, Freddie. That's all you got. You're getting your ass beat. He said, you're losing the fight. Blair Cobbs kept asking him, did I win that round? He was like, no. But he wouldn't tell him how to go in, bro. The shit was bad, bro.
He's not a good coach, man. He's just a name of boxing. Manny Pacquiao gave that man a name, man. That's it, man. But I'm just saying, man. I mean, the boy got a little bit of talent that if somebody, like if you went to Cam Cunningham or something like that, use his jab a little bit more, I mean, he probably could have won that fight. But man, look, man, it is what it is. He He talked the shit, couldn't back it up, man. It is what it is.
Ernesto Santana in here trying to get Berlanga killed and shit, talking about him versus David Morrell Jr. You trying to see a slaughter?
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy. But let me
You trying to see a
say
slaughter?
this.
beat the shit out
Let me
of
say
David
this.
Morrell beat the shit out of dude.
What's up with Tim Bradley though, man?
Shit, Tim Bradley was keeping it real on.
He said some real shit that I like.
Real shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got some
Nah.
content dropping on that shit today. He said some real shit about the welterweight division. On the interview.
He told me that he said that Bud to stop Boots.
He smoking
Oh, that's
crack.
the only part I disagree with.
No,
But
let me tell you where they're all full of shit. Tell you where him and motherfucking Andre Ward, them niggas is disappointments. That what the fuck they are. Because you know what? And if I had an opportunity to interview either one of them, I would ask them motherfuckers, how come you allow these motherfuckers to push that narrative and not correct them on air? Because y'all done turned into motherfucking coons. That's the fuck you done did. You understand? You done turned into some fucking coons when they talk about
which narrative you talking about, Coach?
I'm gonna let y'all finish. Let me
real
finish.
Quick. Okay,
The
I'm gonna
shit
let you
that
finish.
Lomachenko gonna come and fight for undisputed. And see, that shit pisses me off. Instead of Tim Bradley and fucking Andre Ward, wait, he not fighting for undisputed. He's fighting for fucking for unification because Devin Haney got the WBC belt. But them niggas go along to get along. Fuck that bullshit. I'm disappointed in both of them because they need to correct that shit because they let ESPN push that narrative knowing how big that fucking the wheel for ESPN is. That's some bullshit, and I don't appreciate that shit. Them niggas are shame. They ought to be ashamed of their fucking self. They need to correct that shit. When they started talking about it, they said, wait. He not fighting for undisputed if Lomachenko come back. He's fighting for unification. Because Devin Haney got the other WBC belt. But they never speak up. They sit there and let them push that fucking narrative and don't say nothing about it.
Right.
Them facts. I was just trying to see. Yeah, you damn sure right about that. Thank Father, I was drunk as shit Saturday because he was saying body language a lot during that broadcast.
Yeah. No. Them niggas are
nigga, why niggas always get to talking about pull up here to Brooklyn? Nigga, fuck you and fuck what you talking about. If you want some smoke, hit Colonel Loco up. He got a gym in Florida. My nigga, we can do it in the ring or the streets. You feel me? And I'm not backing out of shit. I'll beat the fuck out you. So when you keep on talking about what are you doing? You trying to threaten me? Trying to pull up the nigga, fuck you and what you talking about. Like I said, I dropped you the link. You ain't want to grab the link. If you want some real smoke, let me know because I'm the right one. Straight up and down. I'm the right one.
I don't understand that shit. Like all this internet gangster shit.
You know what I'm saying?
All
this coming over here, like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga that made videos about, nigga, I'm the right one. We can do it in real life. Real talk. Fuck typing in the chat. I'm not finna go to no nigga shit and type in the chat and, you know what I'm saying? Holla at Colonel Loco. If you really want some smoke, we could go out to Florida. Straight, I mean, shit. It ain't nothing for me to take no flight. I hope you're gonna pull up in Brooklyn. Nigga, fuck what you talking about. And fuck you.
He talking about he was in the back, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in the back of shit.
I know he wouldn't. You would have let him up here, bro.
Anyway.
But shit, let's not let him mess up the show, bro. Forget all that shit.
Yeah.
We cooking.
Oh, clown ass nigga and shit.
Like I said, bro, them niggas is disappointments to me, bro. Straight up. Them motherfuckers are horrible. And for them to sit there with a straight face on fucking air and not fucking correct motherfuckers for saying that bullshit. You understand? That shit pisses me off every time I hear it. Every time I look at ESPN and they say that shit drives me fucking ape shit because I'm like, look at these motherfuckers. Look at fucking milk dud head motherfucker ain't gonna say nothing. Gonna sit there. And yeah, my ass, motherfucker. Y'all need to be correcting these motherfuckers and stop letting them push that fucking narrative. Because if undisputed mean nobody else got no kind of other belts. Period. You know? Motherfuckers are horrible, bro. And I would ask him, see how they do them interviews after with Tim Bradley, and you see it on YouTube. He's sitting there eating his little fucking food after the fight. They need to ask him right then and there.
Blue blood. Hey, boy, let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about it because Blue Blood, he just dropped some amazing news. Blue Blood says George Campbell. So I guess something happened with
Lomachenko ain't coming back.
Yes, Lomachenko not coming back, right, to train. Now, Blue Blood, my partner Blue, he just came in here and he dropped some amazing news and said George Kambosos, right, has also confirmed that Devin Haney will be next. Man, let's clap to that. Let's clap to that. Let's clap to that. You know what I'm saying, man? I love that. I love that.
I'm just glad ESPN not getting their way because that's what they want. See, they wanted Loma to get another shot. Which how many titles shots can Loma just jump the line on every fucking body? You lost your fucking title, right? Devin Haney got a fucking belt. He undefeated and in the WBC champion. But then you're gonna keep on pushing this narrative, trying to get Loma back up in there. He lost his shit. You know, Teofimo lost his shit from P2. How you get another shot at the fucking title?
Man. Shit,
man, this great news. This great news for the lightweight division, bro. Great news.
Lie. I didn't think that Devin Haney was gonna get that fight. I did not think that Devin Haney was gonna get that fight. But you know, Blue saying is pretty much confirmed now. It's finally gonna go down. Finally, we got, you know what I'm saying, George Kambosos finally he ran out of options. That's what it was. His back was against the wall. You feel me? He said,
hey, Key, your title still hold true. The WBA is planning on mandating the winner to fight Gervonta Davis.
And we're gonna get into that too, because this might change shit up. So it might get real, you know what I'm saying? It might get real interesting real soon. Blue said he used a pit bull. He said he used a pit bull with Devin Haney face on it and said, now let's see is your bite as loud as your bark. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, man, Devin Haney responded too. Devin Haney said, my energy will forever be the same. You were forced into this position. Let's not confuse the people. So they talking that shit.
So now that, so you know, we still got to get both of them to sign on the dotted line. But it looked like that this might be official now. So I'm loving this. But you still got, right? Before this was announced, what Knockout is talking about is like my title, Kambosos and Tank Davis was ordered by the WBA. Kambosos and Tank Davis. So basically, what the WBA has said is if they both get past, right? If they both were to get past their next fights, they were gonna have to fight each other for that WBA strap to find out who the real because I think Tank Davis is the regular champion, and then Kambosos is the super champion. So they want to get rid of that regular champion status and just have one WBA strap. So they got orders to fight each other. But now, what if Devin Haney beats George Kambosos and he's undisputed? Now is Tank Davis and Devin Haney, do they got to fight?
Yeah, they gonna order that shit as part of their,
huh?
Yeah, it's part of their shit to reduce their belts. They gonna order it. That's why it was so important for Kambosos to hurry up and get a fight made, or he would have just had to wait around and he would have had to fight the winner of Tank and Rolly. So I just need, you know, all y'all people keep the same energy. Devin, don't go up to 140 if you beat Kambosos. Stay right there. Stay right there, Devin.
So that's what's gonna be. Shit is getting real interested now. Shit getting real interesting, man. Cause yeah, that makes sense. If Devin Haney get past George Kambosos and he is, because now this fight is gonna be for undisputed. This is real undisputed now, right? Whoever wins this fight is gonna be the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. That's just what it is. And whoever wins this fight is gonna be ordered to fight Gervonta Tank Davis.
Hold up, Key. Dang father, you out your mind, dang father. Haney will vacate for Tank will. you talking about? Tank ain't gonna vacate nothing. Just keep that same energy about what's the day about October, November 2022.
This
just keep
shit
that
get
same
real.
energy, dang father.
Hey,
I'm gonna have your ass on camera doing push-ups, and you gonna be cash apping me some.
The question is, and then I'm gonna pass it to somebody else. If Devin Haney win or Kambosos could win, either one of them, right? Whoever win this fight, I'm picking Devin to beat George Kambosos. But whoever win this fight, the question is Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather gonna unchain Gervonta Tank Davis? Is they gonna take the shackles off Gervonta Tank Davis and say, since they ordered this fight, you know what? Yeah, we gonna take that smoke. We gonna take that smoke, or is they gonna say, nah, nope, we don't give a damn about that belt. Y'all can have that fucking belt. What they gonna do? Because now everybody gonna be looking at what is Tank Davis gonna do. You know, and I'm gonna pass it off. Y'all take it over from there.
I don't.
Man, let me say this as the resident Tank Davis is pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, content creator. Let me say this, bro. Real talk. I don't give a damn what Mayweather try to do. I don't care what Leonard Ellerbe try to do. Al Heyman, fucking Steven Espinoza, Tank Davis better not let them just move him away from Devin Haney if Devin Haney win this fight. That's gonna be seen as a duck. There's gonna be no excuse for it. He gotta go get that smoke, bro. He gotta go get that smoke, and that's why I just dropped like them ordering Tank versus Kambosos. I think that was a bad move for boxing and a bad move for Tank Davis, simply off the strength of, bro, like, he ain't gonna get no credit if he beat Kambosos, and I want clarity in the lightweight division. I much rather Devin Haney get the fight, and then WBA come in and mandate Tank Davis to fight the winner, bro. And if you Tank Davis, this is where you can I'll fight anybody, all that bullshit, bro. You can't do that shit, because if you do that shit, ain't nobody gonna be able to take up for you, bro. You gotta speak up, and he gonna watch Devin. So I don't even know why he wouldn't speak up. So it is what it is, bro.
You said
I'm looking
that Tank is
forward
gonna
to it.
watch
Great
Devin.
news.
You said Tank is gonna watch Devin
badly.
You out your mind. You are out of your mind.
Let me read my man, Mr. Steal Your Chin super chat. And then I'm gonna get let y'all cook on this, man. Mr. Steal Your Chin says, I told y'all when they mandated Rolly versus Tank that Tank will fight whoever has the WBA strap. This been in place since the first fight. We gonna see.
So let me ask y'all this.
Now.
See, that don't make no sense. None of that makes sense to me. None of it.
Ashley's Corner said that he not gonna chance Tank.
He ain't gonna do shit. He could have fought Teofimo. Tank could have fought whoever Tank wanted to fight, just like Canelo. Tank could have been fought for them titles. He could have fought him when Loma had him. He could have fought when Tio had him. He could have fought him. He could have fucking fought Kambosos. And now you gonna fight Devin Haney? Man, he is not gonna fucking push to fight no Devin Haney. That shit ain't gonna happen. They're gonna keep doing what the fuck they doing because he had opportunities long time ago. He could have fought any one of them 3 people that I named before. Anyone. And now you're gonna get in there with Devin after Devin go wash Kambosos' ass? Man, miss me with that bullshit. They're gonna keep moving Tank like they want to move him and make money. That's it. They don't care about no titles, and Tank allowing that shit to go down like that. He not getting in there with Devin because Devin gonna box his ass up. You can say what you want. He gonna wash my ass. He ain't gonna wash Devin Haney. Too long, too fast, feet too good. Ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. He just like he could have been fought. Could have been fought for them titles. He could have fought Tio anytime he wanted to. Why he didn't fight Teofimo? That would have been an easier fight for him than Devin Haney. He could have knocked Tio ass fucking out. Shit. Man, that's bullshit. That motherfucker ain't gonna fight Devin. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I promise you.
So you don't think Tank gonna fight him? So when you say that he ain't gonna fight Devin, do you think that he ain't gonna fight him because he don't want to fight him, or you think that Floyd and Leonard ain't gonna let him fight?
And Floyd. It ain't never been Tank, bro. I think Tank will fight anybody that's in front of him, bro. I really do. I really believe that Tank will fight anybody that's in front of him, bro.
So
But it's
Leonard and Floyd
and
don't let if Tank, right, if they come out and they say this fight is ordered, and then they come out and say, oh, well, we ain't got, nah, you can't do that. That man got all of the fucking belts, and you telling me that you're not going to make this fight for Undisputed? Do you know how bad that shit is going to look on Tank Davis?
let me ask you this question.
And I got Tank, hey, and I ain't going to lie. I think Tank could stop Devin Haney. I think it's a great fight. I think it's a real close fight, but I don't see I got an edge Tank in that fight. I just got an edge Tank.
My question is this: he had the WBA regular belt for how long? For how long? Forever. Fuck. He could have been fought for the title.
The WBA super belt don't have a mandatory.
Fuck. He could have fought him at any time. Tank Davis is the money man in the division. You telling me Teofimo wouldn't have fought him? Stop. Y'all tripping.
Man, Floyd, no man want to fight. But
why? Teofimo ain't dangerous as Devin.
I'm not in their camp, coach. I don't know why.
Exactly. So he could have been fought. Soon as Teofimo got them fucking belts, Tank Davis could have fought for them fucking titles. Mandate, no mandate. They would have made that fucking fight because he is the fucking cash cow of 135.
Yeah,
Devin don't make as much as Tank.
Because the promoters ain't won it. But the WBA down their rankings, they are trying to get rid of them belts, so they trying to make everybody fight.
Loma had them motherfuckers. Loma had him. Loma talked shit and called him out, and they ignored him.
Nah, he was at 130 at the time, coach.
No.
Yes.
At 135 also. Loma Ben said it after he got 135 belts, he wanted Tank Davis.
Coach, he was at 30. He was at 30 when Loma called him out, coach.
He did it twice, Batman. He ain't just do it one time.
When he got to 35, it was about to be him and Tio. That's why Bob did the play with the Devin Haney shit.
Shit, the motherfuckers is not getting in the ring. They don't care about belts. They care about money. And he better be careful with Shark Buzz. He better be careful with him.
Yeah, that's cool, but man, Devin Haney might don't beat Kambosos. I mean, come on, man.
Devin gonna wash that motherfucker.
Man,
gonna beat that ass. Gonna box his fucking eyeballs out.
Kambosos the only one. Kambosos and Lomachenko and fucking what's his name? And Tio, the only ones fought some of the top people at that weight class. So I mean, to me, I don't care what they was talking about with Teofimo Lopez. He went in there bullshit and thought he was gonna knock Kambosos out. Now Kambosos got past him.
Well, I picked Kambosos. So
who you picking in? Who you picking, Batman? Kambosos or Devin Haney?
I pick Kambosos just cause they going to Australia and look, man.
You pick Kambosos cause y'all family had beef with Devin. Stop that.
No, I didn't. Come on, you ain't even trying to let me get it off, coach. I pick Kambosos because if they go down to the down under Australia and they fight anywhere close or a little bit close, they gonna give it to Kambosos. So come on, man.
So that's what I said. That Devin gonna have if Devin going out to Australia, he gonna have to stop him. I'm not gonna say stop him, but he gonna have to beat him clearly every round, like 10 rounds to 2. In the 10 rounds that he win, he gotta win them shits by a long margin to where the rounds ain't close. If it's competitive, if George Kambosos and Devin Haney, if these rounds are competitive, who y'all think they gonna give a competitive round to?
George Kambosos.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, I mean, you saw it with the Josh Taylor shit. That shit wasn't that close, and they still took it from him. But from Catterall. But like I said, he go down there and he don't wash him. If he don't stop him or wash him, they gonna rob him.
I agree with you. I mean, I agree with you. He can't let it be competitive. It can't be competitive. You feel me? And let me get knockout. What's your take on the George Kambosos and Devin Haney fight? Knockout. You on mute. I guess knockout. He ain't in the building no more.
He probably stepped away for a hot second, but listen what I'm saying though, Key. If the man go down there, the man, come on, man. Let's keep it real. George Kambosos can fight, man. Let's just keep it real, man. All this wild shit, he can fight. He got good hand speed. If fucking what's my man name? If JoJo can touch him, why George can't touch him? George 5'9", he just ain't got the arm reach. I mean, come on, man. And then if they go down, like I say, they go down in Australia, man. He down 3 to 4 rounds anyway.
Yo, I'm back, y'all. My bad.
Yeah. So what I had asked, I said, what you got? What you got going on with Devin Haney and George Kambosos in this fight?
I mean, I love the fight. I think it's a close fight. I favor Devin about 60-40. He gonna have to go in there though, man. I ain't saying he need a knockout, but I watched Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao fight in Australia, and I watched how hard it is for Devin Haney to get fights. And I think it's twofold. I think a lot of people have a problem with the skill set, but let's just keep it a buck. They already seen somebody look like Devin Haney go be their own boss and run boxing. They don't want to see that shit back to back. They don't want to see that shit 2 times in a row. So I think part of it too is the powers that be and the political shit in boxing, bro. This young man who's independent, who can make his own moves, do what he want to do, go where he want to go to make a fight. They don't really like that shit, bro. So I know that his father is smart enough to know. I hope that he's smart enough to know, and that whole team is smart enough to know this one thing. If you get a type of fight that Berlanga just had, or you get a type of fight like John Ryder versus Daniel Jacobs, and it's close like that, don't be surprised if we hear and still.
Yeah, well.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to go in there. He gonna have to not get a knockout, but we talking about like a clear washing, like a clear 10-2 with no swing rounds, no close rounds, no. Hey, this round could have went that way, but Kambosos landed a couple of good shots, and so you can see the round being scored for him. None of that shit need to be going on when he take his ass down under. Because I'm telling y'all right now, I don't want to hear anything about if it's a close fight. If it's a close fight, I don't want to hear nothing about robbery. I heard people throwing robbery around with the Berlanga fight. I think it was a horrible performance by him, but I think it was 95-95 or 96-94 either way, and they was fighting in Berlanga home city. They was fighting in New York. Same thing with this shit. If it's a 7-5 fight that you score for Devin Haney with some close ass rounds, and there's some swing rounds in there, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit from nobody about cheating and somebody getting robbed and all of that shit, because you know what you're getting into when you take this fight and you go to Australia. And salute to him for doing it. He want all the smoke. He want to go be great. Now, you need to actually take your ass over there, Devin, and you need to be great. You need to be great, bro. You need to go over there and you need to watch that dude.
To me, he going to have to put on the same display and win the rounds like he did against Jorge Linares. That's the type of performance he gonna have to put on, and because where he gonna have to win the rounds to where it's no question that he won that round. If the round was close, like, man, well, Devin started off strong, and then like the last 30 seconds, Kambosos start making it competitive. They gonna get in rounds to Kambosos, even if they ain't. You got to think in your head that they gonna give him those rounds. So the rounds can't be close.
He's going to beat him up, and it's going to be no question about what the fuck, nothing. He gonna beat him up, and if Bill and them smart, they're gonna have some American judges there too. On the contract, that's what they need to make sure that they got judges. They can have an Australian judge, they can have a U.S. judge, and they can have a judge that don't know nothing about neither one of them motherfuckers. I don't know, but That's what I make sure I got motherfucking at least one American judge on that fucking card. But like I
Yeah,
said,
smart shit like that, coach. That's a very good point that they need to do. They just got to make sure all their T's are crossed and all their I's are dotted, because, you know, we've seen shit happen in boxing.
this shit ain't gonna be close. You gonna beat him up. Watch. You gonna beat him
Man
up.
need to have a since y'all be saying he the next Floyd Mayweather, he need to have a
Never said that.
I never said you did. Come on, coach. Why you always trying to bring shit when it comes to Devin Haney? You always gotta make the shit perfect, man.
Because that man, because you let me tell you why that. Because nigga, you know why. Anybody you had problems with, you gonna talk shit about him and gonna go against him.
No, I'm gonna tell her, but I'm also gonna tell the truth with it. Since they saying, I mean, a lot of people do say this. A lot of people, man, good men over there at the LDBC say Devin is the next Mayweather, and he's gonna have to have a Mayweather Corrales, a Mayweather Gotti type performance.
Right.
That's what he's gonna have to have.
I think he's gonna beat him up. That's what I have. I think he's gonna beat him up, and I think it ain't gonna even look close. Ain't gonna even look. That's what I think.
Man,
And look, that's a sign of greatness, bro. Like when he has to put on a great performance, and if he does go put on a great performance that he has to do to make it where it's undebatable, then shit, that's just a sign of greatness. So it's a great test. It's a great thing to be a part of, and I just hope they both talking like they both gonna sign their part. So it is what it is. Get that shit popping so we can get and then whoever wins, I will say this: whoever wins, you take that franchise belt and you throw that shit in Mauricio Suleiman's face.
That's what you do.
And get rid of that shit.
That shit
straight
trash.
up and down.
Get that shit out of here. We don't want no more fucking no more. None.
And
Hey,
Mr. Steal Your Chin. Mr. Steal Your Chin. I know we on the we rock with Tank. We think Tank got everybody at 135, but he can't turn down this smoke. He can't turn down this smoke if Devin Haney win and they mandate this shit, bro. I don't want to see about moving up to 140. None of that shit, bro.
Oh, hold on. 817 said I'm standing on it. I believe Dev gonna stop this boy for all the extra shit. Well, I'm gonna tell you, if you believe that, me and you can have a bet because Dev ain't stopping Kambosos.
Now, 817, I can get you on that workout plan too. I think it's going to the cars, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna go to the cars. He ain't gonna stop Kambosos.
He's gonna fucking fight. And
see, that's what y'all doing. Y'all do that shit, and then Dev get out there and think he could, got that knockout power, and he don't.
Yeah, he don't never stop nothing. Y'all never get on him.
Yeah, just say and then for him, don't you get in front of the media talking about you gonna stop shit either. You just say you gonna beat his ass. That's all you gotta do.
Look, Bat, this is my thing. I don't care if he stop him, don't stop him. I know one thing, it's hard to box with that motherfucker. That's what I do know. Hard to box with that bad motherfucker. He might not punch the hardest, but he punched hard enough to make the motherfucker.
Definitely not hard to box.
Hey, motherfucking
I mean, shit, JoJo Diaz
boxing Hernandez. Motherfucking Votes UK says, bro. Hey, my man Votes UK from the UK, he said if Devin changed his name to Hernandez, he might get that Tank fight. Boy, you ain't lying about it, man. You ain't lying about that shit.
Votes, you the brother, you know what I'm saying? You the brother, and I appreciate your opinion, but we don't do no Tank Davis slander when knockout is on the panel, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If Tank Davis changed his name to Abdulev, maybe Devin Haney might be able to hurt him, but he can't. So don't be doing that, bro. I'm be doing that, folks.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. If Teofimo Lopez couldn't stop Kambosos, Devin Haney ain't stopping. Y'all need to cut the bullshit out.
Teofimo wasn't hitting him. Fuck.
Teofimo was hitting him a lot.
He caught him with one good fucking shit.
Man, stop the bullshit, coach. Stop the bullshit, coach.
All that meat hanging on that motherfucker eyes, man. Stop.
Coach, stop the bullshit. You cannot come in here and say you watched that fight talking about Teofimo only landed one shot on him. Cut the shit, coach.
Down, he ain't really land no shit like that.
Hey.
He did. He landed.
They're gonna land twice as many fucking shots on that than fucking Teofimo did. I can promise that shit. Now, he might
Devin
have
don't
And
hit
they
as
gonna hurt,
hard as
and they
Till.
gonna hurt about, and they gonna hurt about 1/4 as much. One TO
Hey,
shot is equal to
but
20 Devin
listen to
shots.
this though.
man, that's
Y'all
that.
keep saying that. In this short distance, I know Kambosos can punch back when Devin Haney's in close distance, and he the faster puncher than Devin Haney.
He is not
He
fast.
ain't fast. I can't agree with that, Batman. He ain't
Go
faster
look
than,
at it.
than Devin.
You know what, Batman? They
I
had
said in close. I ain't talking about from a distance.
when that name coming out y'all mouth. That's what I want to know.
You say
Wait,
what?
what you say, Batman? I mean, what you say, Batman? Repeat what you said, because I want to hear clearly what you said.
I said in close, punching in close in the pocket. Go look at it.
Oh, you said
He's a
in the
faster
pocket.
puncher. Yes, in the pocket.
Okay.
He's a faster puncher than Devin Haney.
Gotta get in the pocket.
Okay.
I
You
never
make
said
sense.
from a distance.
Okay, so he's saying that if they in the pocket, Kambosos is faster because Devin he really not an inside fighter like that. He can fight inside a little bit, but yeah, because he's longer. So I get what you're saying.
But watch how he get his ass beat up on the outside. He gonna try to run in, catch, and gonna run into something. Y'all just watch.
Shit, that's insane. That's if Devin don't walk in here like feeling like he got something to prove. Like, bro, just beat his ass. You play to your advantages. Don't try to show you can fight on the inside. Don't try to show you got power. Just go in there, use your advantages, outbox his ass, and get the hell out of there with the W. Don't be on no extra shit trying to prove something to people that don't rock with you anyway, bro.
Oh, man.
Just go beat his ass.
That's right.
Hey, Rod's podcast say Tank bodies Devin.
He must really know his box.
I got Tank over Devin. I got Tank over
Y'all
Devin.
better be careful.
But
He must really know his boxing. He must really know his boxing. Coach know his boxing too, except for when it come to Haney versus Tank. Everything else he know, or Shakur versus Tank.
Everybody at 135. I done said it a time.
But I'm gonna tell y'all if
right.
Devin Haney end up winning the fight against Kambosos and he become undisputed and they order that fight and Tank Davis team or Leonard LB and Floyd turn that shit down, that's gonna look real bad on Tank. It's gonna look
and
bad.
We got to give him all Mr. Steal Your Chin. We got to give him all the smoke.
Hold on. And especially if Tank Davis don't come out to the forefront and say, nah, I don't want no other fight. That's the fight I want. You got to blame that shit on Tank.
100.
You can't no longer say, oh, well, it was Leonard and Floyd. If Tank don't come out and let everybody know that he wants that fight himself, it's going to look real bad on Tank. Not Leonard and Floyd. That's going to be on Tank. My man A1 Hoops on Emmanuel H in that super chat. He says it's Coach TV signal the same as his phone. We know why he didn't see T.O. land punches. Thank you, Emmanuel H. Thank you, Emmanuel H. He probably got the same TV signal as his motherfucking phone. And salute to my brother Emmanuel H in that super chat. Then we got my man, Mr. Steal Your Chin. He says, Rod's podcast is Tank's team, straight out of Uptown Gym. Okay, salute.
Oh, for real? Well, Rod's podcast, can you please, because I'm a huge Tank Davis fan, and just from one of his fans, can you please tell him to call for smoke more? Because it's hard to defend him when he just go along with what they say and fight who they want to fight without calling for smoke, bro.
Upton Gym, Keon.
Upton Gym. My bad, Upton Gym.
Yeah. We need him calling for that smoke, Rise. Can you get him to call for that smoke in public? I know they might be doing shit behind the scenes, but can we the fans would like to hear him talk about how he gonna beat the shit out of these dudes that we want to see him fight, bro.
Get up there too. Fuck that. Put Blue up there.
Blue says there's a reason why Floyd want to keep Devin away from Tank. He saw them both up close. He knows how it will play out.
Man, he saw Shakur both up close. So what that pose to me?
I think so. This is what I think. Right? This is what I think. I think that they don't want to put Gervonta Tank Davis in no fights that it could be 50-50 or 40-60. They don't want to put him in those type of fights because even though I got Tank edging Devin Haney, it wouldn't surprise me if Devin Haney outboxed the shit out of Tank. So that's a fight that could go either way. I'm picking Tank, but it could go either way. And I just think that for some reason, Floyd and Leonard, they don't want to put Tank in those type of fights. They want to put him in fights to where they look and say, "Oh yeah, Tank gonna get past this dude, and we ain't got nothing to worry about." You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put him in fights to where they like, okay, it kind of worry us a little bit.
Let's go to an all 12-round fight. You think Devin Haney can keep Tank off him for 12 rounds?
I don't. That's why I'm picking Tank Davis. But Batman, you got to understand what I'm saying, Batman. It's still a fight to where, you know what I'm saying, Devin have a chance to win that fight. A good chance to win that fight.
Like I told y'all before, Tank fucking swells. Mark my words. He get up in there with Devin, that fucking dab gonna fucking have them eyeballs swollen up, boy. I'm telling y'all.
Man, he couldn't even have fucking. Hey, come on, coach, man. He couldn't even have. He didn't have JoJo D-Bread. He didn't have JoJo eyes swelling up. He didn't have Woodscom's eyes swelling up like that. He outboxed him, but he couldn't really keep them off of him. And I know
win every round.
Tank Davis hit way much harder than Linares.
My thing is this, Batman. You can't get. I don't want to discuss Tank Devin before. You know why? Because y'all better be careful that Short Bus don't fucking put Tank lights on. Y'all better watch Short Bus. Stop overlooking Short Bus, bro.
Man, if Rolly do anything with him, he ain't who we thought he was anyway.
I
gotta delete all my Tank Davis videos.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. Well, I watched a recent interview that Rolly did on Brian Custer's podcast. Man, and Rolly, he was actually acting like a normal dude. I said, maybe this dude ain't retarded. He wasn't acting retarded on there. He was talking normal. He was acting like he had some sense. And that's the first time I ever seen him conduct himself as a normal man that wasn't slow. I was like, okay, maybe he just be putting on the act. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He got me excited to see this fight. I was against this fight, but he know how to sell a fight. And now I actually want to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly. Now, I ain't paying for it. I wouldn't pay for the shit, but I'm excited to see the fight now. I'm excited to see because he was kind of selling me a little bit. Now, do I think that he could beat Tank? Hell no. But he was selling me on this might be a difficult fight for Tank in, certain spots. I don't know. Rolly know how to sell the fight. I'm going to tell y'all that.
Hey, can I say something, Keith?
Yeah.
Hey, thank Father. I don't have no hate in my heart for Devin Haney. I'm the one that told y'all when we first started that shit with me and Bill Haney, I told you all his weaknesses. And it happened. He just ain't lose the fight. But I told you what he a sucker for. Dog, man, I'm going to get off that, man. Go ahead, Keith.
But yeah, man. And Rolly was actually breaking down fights and talking boxing. Like, I was okay. Maybe he ain't retarded. Like for real. Yeah, man. It really surprised me because I really ain't never heard him talk like that. You know what I'm saying? It surprised me. I really ain't never heard him talk like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this fight now. Looking forward to seeing this fight.
There's levels to it, boy. Y'all
It is.
But Rise Podcast, the Rise Podcast, they say that Devin, they don't think that Devin is gonna get past Kambosos.
Bet.
That's crazy.
Bet.
Now, Rise Podcast, we want him to get past Kambosos though. He got to get past Kambosos because we need that Haney and Tank Davis smoke, bro. We need that.
So are you still are you still Tank Davis's biggest fan if they turn that fight down with Devin and Tank Davis don't come out and say, look, that's the fight I want. I don't want to fight nobody else. I'm asking you a question. Knockout.
Yeah, my bad. I had some background noise. Heck, I'm still a fan, but I'm gonna give him all the smoke in the world. Like I said earlier, bro, he cannot He got to speak up on that shit, bro. It's a chance, like, because if Devin Haney were to beat George Kambosos, that means he's the undisputed champion. You campaigning at 135. I don't even give a damn if you don't want to pay sanctioning fees and all that shit. I don't care if you beat his ass and then drop the belts, bro. But you gotta fight him, bro, because it's gonna look real duckish. Because you gotta look at it in this totality. You moved up to 140. You fought Mario Barrios. The WBA, they come to you and they say, "Hey, man, where you gonna campaign at? Because you got to drop one of these belts, okay? Because we need to know what's up. Because we trying to get rid of all our belts." You say, "All right, I'm gonna drop my 140 belt and I'm gonna campaign at 135." Then you campaign at 135. You take on Isak Pitbull Cruz, and now you about to fight Rolly Romero. And then the moment Devin Haney come around, if he's able to get past Kambosos, then all of a sudden, what? You gonna vacate that belt too? You don't want to fight at 135 no more? That shit gonna look bad. It's gonna be no excuses for it, and so you can't do nothing but criticize him for that shit, bro. Just like Earl Spence. Like I like Earl Spence more than I like Tank Davis, and just like Earl Spence, go ahead and get by Ugas. Do your thing with Ugas. We rooting for you. We want you to do good. But damn it, if the next fight ain't Terrence Bud Crawford, and you give me some Keith Thurman shit and go back on your word, I got all the smoke in the world for you. So I'll still be a fan, but I'm like you, Key. I'm like Coach. I'm like Batman. A bullshit move is a bullshit move, and it deserves to be called out.
Y'all, Dank Father and Jawan Ramos, y'all gotta stop with the bullshit. Y'all in here talking about that Devin getting hate like Floyd Mayweather did. Man, y'all so far off with that bullshit. First of all, you cannot even compare people saying that Devin maybe can't beat Tanker or Devin might lose to Kambosos. Y'all can't compare that shit to what Floyd Mayweather was getting. That shit ain't even in the same fucking ballpark.
Yeah, I would just say a hater of Devin would be pushing for Lomachenko to get the fight. A hater of Devin, like, because it's a lot of research. It's a lot of research that we put into this content, these videos and stuff. And I have multiple videos pushing for Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. Like, so it ain't no hate.
I'm a huge Devin Haney fan. I'm a big Devin Haney fan. I haven't heard nobody hate on him. If somebody said that they think that Tank Davis would beat Devin Haney, that's not hate. That's their opinion. If somebody say that they don't know if Devin Haney gonna be able to get a decision in Australia, that ain't hate. That's an opinion.
Oh, they signed.
I haven't heard not one person say nothing hateful towards Devin Haney.
You heard me?
Now, Blue Blood, hold on. Now, Blue Blood says that y'all forgetting it's a 2-fight deal if Devin beat Kambosos. But yeah, it is a 2-fight deal, Blue. But are they gonna say, "Oh, well, we're not gonna mandate it because Devin won," or are they gonna be like, "Well, yeah, y'all got a 2-fight deal, but we gonna have to get this. We gonna mandate this Tank fight, and then y'all can get that after you fight Tank." I don't know how that's gonna go.
Or what I think is gonna happen, and what I really hope deep down happens, is that because the way that I believe Devin Haney has to win is just absolutely wash him. I'm hoping he wash him so bad that Kambosos don't even want the rematch. Like he don't win a round, he know he ain't got no shot, and there's no point. So he just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, man, I got Devin Haney beating Kambosos because you're going over to Australia. He know what he got to do. He can't let these rounds be close. He gonna have to outbox the shit out of Kambosos. He gonna have to be in great shape. His legs gonna have to be in great shape because, man, you gonna, like I said, he gonna have to put on a great display of boxing skills and just outbox this dude clearly every round. Because if this fight is close, it ain't going to Devin Haney. It's just not.
Man, this shit ain't going to box.
And Blue, if you still in the building, bro, is it a 2-way rematch clause where both fighters get a rematch? Or it's one way?
One way.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. I know one thing.
I don't understand. Is both of these rematches supposed to be in Australia? What type of shit is that? If I lose, you got to come back over here again and beat. Like, what type of shit is that?
It's the same shit with
same shit.
It's the same shit with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Like Anthony Joshua, he lost, but then they still got to choose
Andrew
what a rematch
Ruiz
was at.
wasn't shit. Andrew Ruiz wasn't no champion. He didn't have shit.
I know, bro, but George
that's all they
Kambosos
got.
didn't really want this fight, so they kept trying to throw shit at Haney and them that they thought would get him to back out of
That's
negotiations.
some bitch ass shit though. That's some whole ass shit. Like if I lose, well, you still gotta come and fight me in my backyard. Nah, you be a real man and be like, if you beat me, that's cool. You gotta rematch me, but you know I'll go on your stumping grounds and fight you.
Nah, I agree wholeheartedly, but that could be something to where, bro, if he didn't agree to that shit, we wouldn't even be getting the fight.
That's some whole, but see that.
But that is some whole shit. I agree with you.
Why? I don't think Dev gonna knock him out, but man, that shit, man, I would love to see Dev knock his whole fucking block off, just knock his ass clean out.
Listen, he good enough. He good enough to where.
No, what was that dude that Devin knocked out? That white dude.
Abdullev, the one that just knocked out Linares.
No, it was another dude, the other dude, the one that he knocked out cold on the ropes.
Yeah, he was a.
That was Abdullev, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Nah, it was a Spanish.
You talking about the one he caught with that overhand right?
That wasn't Abdullev. He called. That was. I'll tell y'all right.
Yeah. No, that was Zaire. That was Zaire Abdullev, bro.
Man, it was a. I'm thinking watch. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Well, you talking about Antonio Moran?
Antonio Moran. It was Moran, bro. Antonio Moran. Because he looked white, but he Mexican or something.
Like Mr. Steele, your chin saying, man, when you begging for something, man, you can't, you gotta take what they give you.
I guess so. If you want it that bad, I guess so. But that's a fucked up deal. You feel me? That's a fucked up deal because
we don't know. I don't know if the next fight, if Devin beat him, if it's gonna be in the U.S. or Australia. We don't know.
No, it's gonna be in Australia. He put that in the joint. They been talking about that, coach.
Oh,
he was doing that with Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck it. Go beat his ass twice. Fuck it.
Yeah, he gonna have to Antonio Moran his ass for all the bullshit that Kambosos is putting him through. Antonio Moran his motherfucking ass for real. Antonio Moran his ass. Hey,
Mr. Steele Chin, you in the city, bro. I hope you're right, man. Cause Tank can't have me out here looking bad. I'm gonna have to come on here. Coach gonna be on my ass. Key gonna be cooking me. They gonna be going hard on me, bro. They gonna be going hard on me, and I'm gonna have to sit up here and I'm gonna have to take it, bro.
It can't be. We make sure money get his. We gonna make.
Hey man, I want to see Tank and Devin. That's what I want to see. I want to see that smoke. That man, y'all know how big that fight is. If they lock up, but it looked like that if Devin wins, that we ain't gonna be seeing that because Devin got to immediately rematch George Kambosos. But if he Antonio Moran his motherfucking ass, maybe George Kambosos might not want that smoke. But that's just me dreaming and shit. I don't think that shit gonna happen. George Kambosos ain't no Antonio Moran.
Oh, that's a great question. Let me ask Coach this great question, Zenith. What if the WBA mandates Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis, and then Devin Haney I can't make the weight no more. I'm moving up to 140. Is that a duck? Or we gonna criticize him?
Is it a duck if he move up?
Yeah, if he beat Kambosos, and then the WBA mandate a fight between him and Tank Davis, and Devin Haney say, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna move up."
I tell you right now, he ain't gonna duck him. You know why?
But if he do though,
why he ain't gonna duck him already? Because that's a fucking huge bag. That's a huge bag. He gonna make more money with that fight than anybody fight at 140.
I don't think he's gonna duck him either. I don't think he's gonna duck him either. But I need you on record just in case it do happen though.
Bill, I'm gonna tell y'all, Bill Haney. I think he was on BFTV or wherever it was. I can't remember, but he said that Devin Haney is. I think he's making 135 pounds a lot easier now. So he said they staying at 135 for longer now. What they said,
that's good. So we holding him to that word, Coach. If he get mandated to fight Tank.
Now they saying they was staying 135. They told BF they was moving up to 140 if you couldn't get the fight. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
But the fight.
I mean, they got the fight now, but get the fuck out of here, man.
That's not me. That's not me with the background noise. So
I
stop
think
trying
that's Batman, but I'm still trying to get Coach to answer my question. Coach, what's up?
Yeah, it's a duck because that's the most money you take. If it's but that happen, he ain't gonna duck no tank, boy. It ain't happening. Devin want all the smoke. That's why I like him. He don't bounce around. He trying to fight everybody, but nobody want to get in the ring with him. It took an act of Congress to get Kambosos to fight him. Y'all see this shit? So Tank the one that's been fucking fighting Joe Blow from around the way and motherfucking nigga the firefighter.
Man, Devin was fighting the same people, Coach. I mean, you know, motherfucking
didn't Devin fight Yuriokis Gamboa after Tank? Am I tripping?
Because
I mean,
the point is, why? You not listening. Why he fought him? See, it's the same thing Benavidez going through. It's the same thing motherfuckers who want to fight everybody because they that good. They can't get the fights. You can't melt a motherfucker and pull him in the ring. Tank can fight whoever Tank want, right? Tank picking boo-boo ass niggas fighting short bus this next fight. Man, stop that, man.
Man, Eastside Pitbull Cruz give Devin Haney all kind of problems. What you talking about?
Pitbull get his fucking eyeball. He'll get beat up. Man, stop that.
Yeah,
man.
Pitbull get his ass whooped.
Man, hell no. If JoJo Diaz can cut off the ring, bro, and give him problems, Pitbull Cruz can too.
Motherfucking Devin box the shit out of Pitbull. He'll box Pitbull head off.
Man, Pitbull will eat them goddamn little jabs like dog treats, bro. What y'all talking about, bro?
Devin will box the shit out of Pitbull, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man. Pitbull, Gervonta Tank Davis outboxed the shit out of Pitbull, and he had a hurt hand.
Bro, stop,
I got Dank Father mad at me. Dank, I'm just messing around, bro. Damn.
Yeah, Tank the one that keep on picking these old poo-poo ass opponents, bro.
But I'm serious about Pitbull Cruz, though, bro. He good, bro. He good.
Hey, listen,
right.
Man, both of them pick. Listen, all right, cool. Why? Which con was trying to fight him, right? Was the boy JoJo Foot?
Javier Fortuna?
Javier Fortuna was supposed to fight him. He picked fucking Linares.
Bullshit.
Because I thought
Stop that right there. We gonna cut that. We gonna cut that
stop
water
what?
right there. We gonna stop.
They was on what's the dude? The boxing voice. They was on the boxing voice. They was on the boxing voice. The fucking promoter for the manager of Javier Fortuna was trying to get the fight with him, but they came back out the next probably week and talking about they was fighting the Linares. What are you talking about, Coach?
Because they said that Fortuna didn't want the fight. Fortuna was mandated way before that, and he wouldn't take the fight. He backed out the fight. Ryan Garcia.
Man, we ain't talking about then. I'm talking about right before they fought Linares. The Tuna was trying to get the fight. We ain't talking about before the pandemic. That was before the pandemic.
Hey, bro,
I'm talking about.
Everybody know.
I saw the interview that Batman talking about Bill and what's Fortuna's what's his manager? What's his name?
I forgot his name.
Samson. Bill and Samson was on Boxing Voice, and they both agreed. They agreed to
they don't get
Boxing Voice, and they said that they were gonna fight Fortuna next if
they don't get the Ryan fight.
If they didn't get the Ryan Garcia fight at that point in time, the Ryan Garcia fight, they wasn't able to get that, and then they went with Linares. That did happen, Coach. I seen that shit. Well, I seen it. I know exactly what Batman talking about, and it had me wondering, right? Why did they make the agreement and then they went and fought?
And then Bill went
Linares. That did happen. So Batman telling the truth when he say that shit, because I was watching that whole show.
Put it up, Blue got it. There you go. Put it up. Just like I said. Go ahead, put it up. Put it up.
Blue said Fortuna promoter Sampson admitted they didn't want to fight on Fred Barbershop Conversations just last week. Cut it out, man. I'm just saying.
Man, I ain't hear that on Fred Barbershop
I didn't see that. All I know is, but hold on. All I know is the agreement that I seen Bill Haney made with Sampson on the Boxing Voice that day. They both agreed that in the agreement was, if we don't get the Ryan Garcia fight, both of them agreed to fight each other. Both of them agreed. They was like, okay, that's the word. We going with Fortuna. Y'all want to fight it. We want to fight. That's the fight that's going to be made if we don't get the Ryan fight. The Ryan fight, they didn't get that. And then they ended up fighting Linares. Whatever happened behind the scenes, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what
I got a real
what I seen.
I got a real boxing question
on the Boxing Voice.
Go ahead.
Other than that, hold on. Other than that, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I don't know why Devin Haney and Fortuna didn't end up fighting after that agreement was made. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I seen. Other than that, I can't tell y'all nothing other than what I seen on the Boxing Voice when they was both on there.
So I got a question, right? And I'm glad Blue is in here. I'm glad, all the brothers and sisters in the chat, and we got such a great panel of a lot of great boxing minds. I keep asking the question when people keep telling me about Devin Haney versus Tank, and no one can seem to give me like a good answer. So here's the question: you got JoJo Diaz, who has a 64-inch arm reach. He was able to consistently land straight left hands on Devin Haney. Gervonta Davis has 3 inches on JoJo Diaz in terms of their arm reach. You got 67 arm reach, plus he's more explosive, plus he's faster. Can somebody explain to me how is it that JoJo Diaz can hit Devin Haney consistently with his left hand, but somehow Devin Haney gonna box all these circles around Gervonta Davis and keep him from landing left hands on him? That's a question that I have not been able to get answered. So can somebody please let me know what's up?
I'll answer. I don't know what you saw in that fight, but he was consistently, because you used the word consistently, landing that left hand. He lost every fucking round, bro. He lost every round. He got washed, bro. I don't know.
He didn't lose every round.
Fuck, he lost. What, he won maybe 3 rounds? That's it.
He won 3 or 4 rounds,
bro. In a boxing
and was competitive in a lot of rounds that he lost.
Bro, did he hit him clean? Did he hit him flush with that left hand? No.
He hit him clean a bunch of times.
Man, let me tell you something. I got Devin over everybody at 135.
I know that, coach, but I'm trying to figure out if JoJo Diaz can get to that chin, why can't Devin Haney with a longer reach more? I mean, why can't Tank Davis with a longer reach, more explosive, better hand speed, better skills, all of that shit? Why he not gonna be able to hit Devin Haney with that left hand? That's all I'm asking somebody to answer for me, man.
It's 2 different fights. Two different fighting styles. Styles make fights. That's it. That's the answer.
Blue Blood gave you your answer.
What do you say? What the brother Blue say? Salute the Blue. Said just like Maidana hit Floyd, but Canelo Alvarez nor Manny Pacquiao could touch him because he won't fight like Tank. He fights like he fights everybody else. I hear you, Blue. My thing is this though. Number one, Devin ain't on Floyd's level. Number two, number two. Like I'm tired of the Devin Haney's doing this shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole vibe that he fight like that because he trying to prove something or he fight like that because he's just so good and he trying to show people he can do this. Like I don't subscribe to that shit, bro. Like I think these dudes are making him fight like that. And if I'm wrong, shit, I come out and say I'm wrong if the fight happened. But I just saying that Devin Haney can do something that Floyd did.
Hey, Blue Blood sick of your black ass. Hey, Blue Blood say he's sick of y'all motherfucking niggas. He said he
said send me the link now. Send that man the link.
Nah, listen. I never seen Devin Haney do nothing Floyd did. I mean, at 135, 130.
Blue, there's a link in the chat. Huh?
I mean, at 135, Floyd was an animal. Floyd was stopping these guys. I never seen really Devin Haney do nothing Floyd did. So I don't know why people keep on bringing up Floyd Mayweather fights with Devin Haney, and Devin Haney not even fighting the competition Floyd Mayweather fight.
None of them are. None of them are.
No, I'm talking. Don't keep bringing none of them. I'm talking about with this Blue. Every time you say something about Floyd Mayweather, Devin Haney, Blue always bring up a fight that fucking Floyd fought. To mix it up, to compare it to Devin Haney.
He comparing them being boxers, bro. At 135, Floyd was flushing motherfuckers. I gotta give you that. You know, Floyd was a fucking manimal up when he was at 135. That motherfucker was a monster. So it's two different it's two different fighters. I understand that. But guess what? This my whole thing. At least we got one of these fighters that's trying to fight everybody. Who the WBC champion got to chase other fighters. I don't get it. I don't get it. All of the supposed to be the full kings. None of them want to get in the ring with motherfucking Devin Haney. That shit is crazy to me.
Blue, what's happening with it?
What's good with you, great brother?
Salute.
Oh yeah, Blue.
Hey,
Blue said he wants that smoke.
Yeah, cause man,
Blue blood, what up, bro?
What's shaking with y'all?
What's up, Blue?
My brothers, my Batman, my brother. Knockout, my brothers, man. Y'all know damn well y'all know boxing too well to be saying the stuff y'all saying on it, man. So I ain't saying he Floyd Mayweather. Never said he was. Hey, there's only one Floyd Mayweather. I ain't saying he Floyd Mayweather. I'm using an example, right? When you have boxers like that, for instance, all right, in the second fight, what was Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev? How many big punches did you see Andre Ward get hit with? But we saw Andre Ward sat down. He made adjustments from the first fight. We saw Andre Ward sat down by lesser punchers, by lesser fighters than Sergey Kovalev. It's it's the style approach. I seen Gary Russell getting hit by punches by lesser opponents, and Lomachenko couldn't land them damn punches because you ain't gonna fight the certain level of opposition. What man? And we said that in the first. We saw Joseph Diaz hitting him. Man, come on, man. Watch the first round of the fight. The first 4 rounds of the fight. Dev was not getting touched. Now I agree with y'all when y'all say that, and I told Dev this, and I told Bill this before too. I told Mickey Bay this, right? Dev got a chip on his shoulder from the Gamboa fight when everybody said he was boring. And so he started to stay in the pocket more. But we just excuse the fact that we know this dude is 5'8" with a 72, damn it going on 73-inch arms. If he wanted to box you from the outside and box you from the outside, he could do that. He's choosing to stay. Watch the first 4 fights with Joseph Diaz.
You cut out, Blue.
He cut out, bro.
Hey, he paused.
Hey, it's the same thing we was talking about.
Pardon me, yo. I got a phone call. Push me over.
Yeah, you back, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you loud and clear, bro.
It's the same thing I was telling y'all last week when we was talking about Boots and Terrence Crawford. It's the same shit. He ain't gonna Boots do that to people that's not on that level. When you get on a level, you ain't gonna fight that dude the same way. Starting fast and doing all of that.
So let me ask this though. So I hear the first 4 rounds, and I think yes, Devin Haney clearly won those first 4 rounds against JoJo Diaz. So are we saying that the last 8 rounds and when the fight got more competitive at the second half of the fight, are we now saying that he did that shit on purpose? Did he get
he was
tired?
trying to stop him.
Come on, bro.
He was trying to stop. He could have boxed him the whole night, bro. And
when someone connects on Devin Haney, or they have good moments against Devin Haney, it's because of Devin Haney. It has nothing to do with that other person's skill set or what they're doing or anything like that.
Nobody.
That's what we're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if he don't have to take risks, if he don't want to take risks, if Devin don't want to take risks, he ain't got to, bro. That's what we're saying. If he don't want, he could have went and then you know what everybody was gonna say? What everybody was gonna say? They was gonna say he's boring because he boxed his eyes out and didn't fucking take no risk. He could have boxed him and just beat him that way, bro. But he do that because he's trying to. He just like he's trying to prove something, which he shouldn't be trying to do. He needs to box and win the fight just like that. If you get the stop, you get the stoppage. If not, don't worry about it.
So what does that say about a fighter then? If you run around here listening to fans going for stoppages when that ain't your style, what does that say about your ring IQ?
It's nothing about his ring IQ. What it's saying about his mentality. Ring IQ and mentality is two different things, right? Mentality is I want to stop him. I'm gonna show these guys that I can point. That's mentality. Ring IQ is making adjustments, seeing what they're doing, and making adjustments and beating the guy. That's two different.
That's where I disagree.
So let me say
ring
this.
IQ and your mentality, like at the same time, like I heard what you're saying, Coach. But at the same time, if you in the ring and your mentality is to go try to stop this dude when that ain't your style, that's showing a lack of smarts, in my opinion. When you can make the fight easier.
Let me read that. That's not true.
Who the hell go out there and be like,
hey, hold on. Let me read the super chat real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all continue. My man Zenith 360 off in that super chat. Appreciate you coming through. He says, I get how people fight differently based on who they fight, but if that's the case, how come people trash Tank for getting hit often for Leo Santa Cruz? Isn't it also possible Tank would fight Haney different?
Absolutely.
Okay, now can I say this, right? Now we gotta look at it, right? Now look at this, right? When you say ring IQ and things of that nature, let's not forget Floyd Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, was getting hit a lot. It didn't mean he had a lack of ring IQ. It's because he wanted to be a dog.
Yep.
When he fought Emmanuel Augustus, he stayed in the pocket. When he fought these guys, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he stayed in the pocket to try to prove a point. Why? Because the same narrative was placed on Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
When he was Pretty Boy Floyd.
Chop
right?
was a hard
Chop touched him. Emmanuel Augustus touched him. Plenty of people touched Floyd when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. That didn't need it wasn't because what they did, it was because of what he chose to do. So we watch Linares. Linares is a very good fighter. We watch Linares not be able to touch Devin Haney until one moment in the 10th round with 10 seconds left. Linares touches everybody. He sat Lomachenko down. He sat Lomachenko down.
All right, cool. Y'all,
those is fast, but I heard more about Floyd Mayweather in that soliloquy than I did about Devin Haney, bro. I just said that when he fought Gamboa, and Gamboa was touching Tank. Did he touch Devin? No, he didn't touch. He didn't touch Devin. He didn't touch Devin. Check this out. He also wasn't able to put Gamboa down 4 times. Oh, hold on. But Tank, it don't matter. I didn't say he had more power. I'm just talking about if he want to get touched or not. We know Tank got more power. That's not a debate. Tank got probably arguably the most power at 140 going down outside of Gary Anton Russell.
No, don't forget Regis Prograis. We ain't gonna leave Regis out of it.
Regis got power, but Tank would have put Josh Taylor down.
Regis got stupid. I don't believe that.
No, Tank I agree with Blue on that one. I think Tank would. I think he would have did something bad to Josh Taylor, bro.
Too big, too long.
Hey, you put Tank in the ring with Josh Taylor, and you put Gary Anton Russell in the ring with Josh Taylor. They sparking his ass. He's done.
Okay. Well,
he's done.
I don't believe that.
Because here's the thing, right? And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you why, Coach. Because they are better athletes and they have faster feet and faster hands than Regis. So Regis is flat-footed, and Regis will take punches to give you point. You know, Regis, he got a lot of power. I'm not saying he don't, but how he deliver it is different from them. Josh Taylor is going to get hit with something he don't see from Tank and Gary Anton Russell compared to Regis. So I'm not debating that he got more power, but what I'm saying is you got to keep this in mind. Yuriorkis Gamboa popped his Achilles against Tank and was still touching him in the later rounds. He couldn't touch Devin Haney at all. And everybody started to complain and cry how boring Devin Haney is. Right? So Devin Haney, his next fight, he still made Jorge Linares miss in a phone booth the entire fight. He ain't perfect, so he got clipped. But look at how Linares was touching Lomachenko, who's considered a matrix and a high ring IQ, compared to Devin Haney. And Devin Haney was right in front of him. Nobody could say he was moving around and running around the ring. He was in the pocket with Linares. Then he was outboxing Joseph Diaz. Once he got touched and said, okay, I could take this dude power. Okay, I could take this dude power. I'm going to stand in the pocket with him, and I'm going to try to get him up out of here. He was trying to prove a point, right? And so what I'm saying is, you think that Devin approach is going to be at any point in time, now maybe as sparingly, to standing there with Tank? Hell no. When he already know what it's, and this is another thing, he already knows what Tank power is like. He's been in there with Tank before. He's felt Tank power.
That's
now he's stronger. He's with headgear, but he's stronger
with headgear and 16-ounce gloves.
It don't matter. Too. It don't matter. He's stronger and got more confident now.
The size of the gloves do matter, boo.
Because let me tell y'all why. Let me tell you why. Y'all forgetting Tank is much older than Devin. So when Tank was when Tank is 27 going to 28, Devin is 23. He's 4 years older than him. When they sparred, Tank was damn near 21. Devin was 15.
They sparred.
So when he
almost knocked him out.
Okay, but what I'm saying is he know what his power is. So what I'm saying is when he get in the ring with him, he ain't gonna play those games with him, right? It's also, we know the sport of boxing is 80% mental. It's a reason that they don't want to put Tank in the reason with Gary, right? Because they know the history of Gary. We dismissing this. Devin knows what it's like to be in there with Tank. He's much bigger. He's much more rangier. He's quicker on his feet than Tank. And I'm one to say that Tank is I don't see many weaknesses, if any, in Tank. I think he got a great chin. I think he got great hand speed. I think he got great power. I think his ring IQ it gets dismissed because everybody's enamored with his power, right? But what I'm saying is Devin is going to outbox Tank, right? We saw when Mario Barrios was outboxing him. Devin is not going to make that mistake in the 5th and 6th round and have that lapse that Mario Barrios did when Tank is setting him up for those punches. We saw Leo Santa Cruz jab touching Tank. Why? It's not because Tank also allows it. The mentality of the fighter, right? Tank he lets time pass to be able to compute what you're doing. That's why I always say Shakur, Devin, and guys like Gary Russell would beat Tank. Why? Because in the second half of the fight, they're not going to have those lapses that Mario Barrios did. So when they outbox him and he started to get frustrated, right? He gonna high guard like he did against Leo Santa Cruz. He's gonna attempt to walk them down, right? They conditioning is better than his, so when you fighting Tank, you can't worry about the crowd. You can't worry about what people are saying. At that point in time, these types of fighters are going to outbox Tank. And Devin Haney's jab and his range and his quickness and his foot speed is going to frustrate Tank. That leap and look hook that he hit Mario Barrios with, that's not going to happen. That setup that he set up Leo Santa Cruz, that's not going to happen with Devin Haney. And that's what we're dismissing. So when we're talking about if Tank could hit, if Joseph Diaz could hit him, he stayed in the fight. I don't want to say he allowed. He stayed in range for Joseph Diaz to be able to hit him. He's not going to stay in range for Tank Davis to hit him because he understands the damage that Tank Davis is going to do. It ain't the same. You ain't in there with Joseph Diaz. He understands that. So you think for a second that he gonna stand in there and stay flat-footed? No, he gonna move like he did with Yurioko Skamboa. He gonna pot shot. He gonna win on points. He gonna jab. His jab is longer. It's better. It's more rangy. It's just as quick. Those things factor in. So we talking about once at some point in time, Tank is gonna clip him. That's what we're saying about. We always say that about boxes and punches. At some point in time, this dude gonna get clipped. At some point, and when it don't get clipped, I don't know why we always, as boxing fans, go down this rabbit hole with punches.
Now let me be the devil's advocate of that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro, because I got a lot to say. I want to respond to pretty much all of that, but I'm gonna let you go.
Hey, before you go, let me read these super chats.
All right, go ahead, King.
My man AJ64, he say salute to the panel in chat, man. Appreciate you coming through, showing love, man, in that super chat. And my man Darius Gallard, he says, I say this before. They switch from their wild styles when it comes to Devin. Linares usually go to war, and JoJo went back and forth with Gary. They're more defensively aware. And salute to my man Darius Gallard. Appreciate you coming through in that super chat. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bat.
Go ahead,
Let me be devil advocate of that. All right. Now we seen Devin Haney against the lesser competition. His first step up fight was Linares. All right. Linares won the same fighter that fought Lomachenko. Now let's get that out of the way. Linares fought Lomachenko. Lomachenko stopped him. Went up to 140. Got stopped by a C-class fighter at 140. Got knocked clean the fuck out. Fight two bum-ass fighters, then come back and fight Devin Haney. All right, Devin Haney beat him up. Got caught. Like I told Bill, Devin do too much, bringing his hand down. Devin loops with his left hand. All that. I told Bill that he's going to get clipped in the pocket because he's all, when he's trying to weed the punches, he goes, when he's in close, he's trying to use the shoulder roll. You don't use it in close like that, and he squared off with it. That's how he got touched by what's his name? Linares. So you sitting here telling me he's gonna beat up Tank Davis like you beat up Linares, or even with the JoJo Diaz fight, he didn't fully just sit down on all his punches. He boxed. JoJo Diaz walked his ass to the back ropes because he got tired in the second half of the fight. What he did in Linares' fight, he was getting tired. That's why when Linares caught him, the way he was weaving, he wasn't bending his knees no more. He got caught. He gets tired now in the second half of fights. Go look at it. It's right there for y'all to look at. So you telling me he's gonna move all night on Tank Davis? It's not going to be a single time where he gets cornered. It's not going to be a single time where he got to sit there and fight Tank Davis off.
That's not what I said. I said there's going to be times he going to sit there, but I said it's going to be sparingly. So and the difference is, like you said, Jorge Linares wasn't the same guy. Cool, but you got to keep in mind, Devin Haney is we talking about a kid that's only 22 fighting a vet in Jorge Linares. That motherfucker's a vet. Jorge Linares got more knockouts than Dev got fights.
He also got knocked out in every loss except to Devin.
Yeah, but again, I never confused them with having more power than nobody. You don't need more power than right. So with Tyson Fury, look at Tyson Fury. He ain't nobody confused him with a knockout artist. But Vladimir Klitschko didn't knock him out.
Yeah, he didn't. Let me say this, and this is my assessment, and this is why I view the fight the way that I view it. Right. So when I look at these two fighters, I know they're gonna meet at the center of the ring, and I know one thing is gonna happen for sure. Devin Haney gonna be on his back foot the whole damn fight. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever tried to go run forward versus backpedaling, but it makes you a lot more tired when you got to backpedal the whole goddamn time, right? So I feel like, and we can all agree, in this last fight, I don't know what it is. Hopefully his conditioning is better, but Devin Haney started to gas a little bit in the JoJo Diaz fight. But I got a fighter in Devin Haney that I know is gonna be bagging up the entire fight against a boxer puncher. And I hear about the Devin Haney adjustments, and that's cool. But that Mario Barrios fight, I saw Tank take away a jab from a long, tall fighter. I saw Tank make adjustments and start feigning down low and catching that right hook over. So he's not just a puncher. He has boxing skills too. Is he as long as Devin Haney? I don't think so. He's not nearly as long as him. So when you're looking at these two fighters, and one is going to be going forward with educated pressure, going to the body, has high boxing skills, and the other one is going to be bagging up, basically trying to pump off a jab the whole time to keep this other fighter up off of them, bro. That's a tough ass combination, because the moment that Devin Haney throws anything other than a jab, he's gonna have to sit down on that shit. And when he sit down on that shit, Tank is explosive enough to leap in with some shit and catch Devin Haney slipping. And one fighter in this fight has to be perfect for literally the whole goddamn fight. He got to be perfect. He got to box perfect. He got to move perfect. He can't put himself in any precarious positions for the whole fight. The other fighter, all he got to do is hurt the other one time. That's all he got to do. Hurt him one time, and he one of the best finishers in boxing. This ain't getting hurt by Jorge Linares. This ain't getting knocked a little off balance by JoJo Diaz. You get hurt by Tank Davis, dudes don't make it out that shit. So with that being said, I would have Tank stopping Devin late, about round 8, round 9, and Tank could even be losing the fight when he do it. But in my opinion, the boxing skills are just good enough. They're just good enough to where he'll be able to take some things away from Dev. The feet are just athletic and explosive enough to where he'll have moments where he can cut off the ring. And then Devin Haney being tired from bagging up damn near the whole fight, trying to pump out a jab, because make no mistake about it, we talking about he going to be having to throw 40 or 50 jabs per round, bro. He ain't just going to be moving around not able to throw shit. He going to have to throw shit consistently and have a high work rate while bagging up and fighting off his back foot. And just like it ain't going to be easy for Devin to, or for Tank to hit Devin like he do everybody else. Well, it's also true for Devin. Just like Tank ain't never fought nobody like Devin, Devin ain't never fought nobody like Tank. Okay? Neither one of them have fought anybody as good as each other. So in my opinion, I think it's Tank Davis all day and twice on Sundays, bro. He much more complete than me because he got good boxing skills. Like Haney got good boxing skills, but he got that X factor, bro. He got that X factor that he can end the fight at any moment, bro.
Oh, for sure. That's why I say it's a 50-50 fight. But this look, I just want to say this one point, Coach. But you got to keep in mind. First of all, you discrediting, you saying Devin Haney's gas tank. Tank ain't showing you the greatest gas tank, right?
His last couple of fights, it got better since he's been more disciplined. I like his gas tank.
And let me tell you why. But let me tell you why.
In the Barrios fight, I liked that he stopped him late and knocked him down twice in the second half of the fight.
But let me tell you why. He ain't that active in the rounds.
He a sharpshooter. I agree with that. He a sharpshooter though.
So when you conserving your energy, of course. And guess what? I talked to Joseph Diaz. He said after the fight, right? And my phone had died, so I couldn't get it. But I talked to him after the fight, coming out the locker room, and he said, man, don't believe the hype. This dude got stunning power. He don't got one punch knockout power, but he gets your respect. And it shows, right? Joseph Diaz was far more aggressive with Tevin Farmer and Gary Russell than he was with Devin. Way more aggressive. Look how aggressive he was with Javier Fortuna. Look how aggressive he was. Javier Fortuna is rough, rugged, right? All types of tactics, elbows, everything. Look how aggressive Joseph Diaz was with Javier Fortuna. Was he that aggressive with Dev?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all. But I would say JoJo Diaz is coming up 2 weight classes too, though. Like Tevin Farmer and Gary Russell. Okay, he can't. But hold on. He already had a fight at 135 against one of the roughest, toughest dudes in 135 against Javier Fortuna. Yeah, facts.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. I look at it, from all different angles. One thing that worried me about Tank when he go in there and fight, even though I said that I do edge Tank a little bit, but it's a big question mark. I don't know how Tank is going to perform against somebody that can box. I ain't never seen him perform against nobody that can box like that. Leo Santa Cruz is a come forward fighter that throw a whole bunch of punches that his MO is not boxing, right? And then a lot of people say, well, Tank, he won his title against the Puerto Rican
Pedraza,
right? If you go back and watch that fight, Pedraza didn't try to box Tank. He came forward. And he stood right there in front of Tank the whole fight. So I never seen Tank face anybody that could box. That's what worries me. Like, I'm saying that I do pick Tank up to fade over Devin Haney, but I'm doing that strictly off of his boxing skills that I saw in the Eastside Cruz fight, right when he got hurt. Mm-hmm. But you can't really compare Eastside Cruz and Devin Haney. Those are two totally different fighters. And but I do know Tank can box, but I've never seen him in a professional fight against somebody that's gonna, box him like that. So it's a very close fight because you really don't know what you can get. And then if Tank does decide to, okay, I'm coming forward, I'm going to get in the inside, I'm going to rough up Devin Haney. I don't know how Devin Haney is going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how he going to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if Devin Haney, once he gets hit by Tank, how he going to respond to it. It's just a lot of question marks in this fight. That's why I say this is a fight that I wouldn't go to a betting line and bet on neither one of these fighters to win. I just wouldn't. It's a fight that's too close for me on paper, and it's a fight that if I have my money on the line, I'll be afraid either way. It's too many question marks in both of them to me.
Well, and let me say this, right? I agree with both Batman and Knockout. You know, I always say it's a 50-50 fight, right? I think there's only 3 people that could beat Tank, you know, and himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not downplaying Tank, and I'm just saying, you know, Devin
you got your opinion, bro.
Right. So what I'm saying is that, you know, I can see Tank winning. Absolutely, Dev can't get hit with them left hands.
Blue, if Devin can't get Tank's respect, it's gonna be a long night.
Let me tell you something.
That was my main reason.
But then check out this, right, Keith? Mario Barrios don't have a lot of power, and he was just outboxing Tank with his length. But Devin Arms is longer than Mario Barrios.
But I would think that I would say that Mario Barrios is big as hell, and he do got Devin. He do got more power than Devin.
And I don't. And Coach, I know you want to go.
I just
is he sharp or precise as Devin? Nah, but he got more power than Devin. Barrios do.
But you gotta understand too, speed equals power.
Speed equals power. Sharp as Devin. That's
right.
Y'all,
and he ain't gonna see Devin punches coming.
You gotta
Coach, I just said that, Coach.
But this is the thing. He's sharper. He's a sharper puncher than Mario Barrios. So my thing is this. This is how I see the fight. I see the fight as y'all think Devin just gonna stay on the back foot. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna be times when he's gonna go forward. And Tank gonna do what Tank gonna shit. Well, guess what? We saw it with Cruz. We saw him go backwards.
Cruz don't got more power than Devin Haney.
And he going forward on Tank the whole night, even before he broke his hand. So don't act like Tank just like getting hit either, because he don't. Right?
I didn't say he like getting hit, but Eastside Cruz is we really comparing how Devin Haney and Eastside Cruz how they fight.
He's a bigger fighter than
that's what I'm saying. So if we can't compare Eastside Cruz style, then we can't compare what Joseph Diaz did with Dev, because it's different. You know what I'm saying?
He's a bigger fighter than Eastside, and he's a longer fighter with just as fast as hands as Tank Davis. So, and he's a sharper puncher. So then Eastside Cruz.
I don't know about that hand speed. We had to agree to disagree on that one.
No, I said Devin Haney's hand speed is faster than Eastside Cruz's. I
thought you said it was faster than Tank's. Yeah, hell yeah, it's faster.
Well, I don't know if it's faster or not. All I know is they both got to be very aware of what's going on and not get hit, because they both got fast ass hands.
Well, I agree. I mean, Dev can't. We all know that he can't. The left hands that Joseph Diaz landed, he can't get hit with those shits. With Tank, we know that.
Right. And another thing that Tank has a problem, like I told y'all earlier, he swells. That's a big problem for Tank. He swells around the eyes, bro. I'm telling you. And if he keep getting hit with that jab and right hands and everything else against Devin Haney, and you can't touch him, right? It's gonna be a long night. I'm not saying that Tank can't win the fight. I'm not saying that. But I'm going to pick the boxer who's longer, who's got good feet, who's just as skilled as the guy he's across the way with. Only thing he don't have is that crushing power like Tank has. But before Tank, before this last fight, he didn't start the fight with a broken hand, and he couldn't stop Eastside Cruz.
He was about to stop him in that 6th round, though. He was turning up on his ass.
He got Tank got hit in the body a lot in that fight too.
He did.
So there's no.
And the thing is, and another thing is too, Coach. And another thing is, this is what I was trying to tell people, that y'all underestimating the slickness of Devin Haney and the mindset going into a Tank fight, right? Tank was trying to hit Eastside Cruz with some punches. Cruz was catching them shits. He was seeing them. That's the reason why he fractured his hand or broke his hand, whatever he did. He fractured it, right, Key?
Yeah, he said it. What he said it wasn't broke because he could close it and open it. He said it was bruised. It was just basically it was bruised, like a bad bruise.
It was like a bad sprain, almost broke, where it was just swole up all around the knuckle and like shit, and the back side of the hand and shit.
So just think, right? Eastside Cruz was catching all his punches, his uppercuts. Yeah. It's on my Instagram, right? When Tank tried to hit him with that uppercut and he caught it, bang! If Eastside Cruz could see his punches coming, right? And at times Leo Santa Cruz could see his punches coming. Mario Barrios couldn't see his punches coming.
Leo just did some dumb shit. Why would you throw the same punch 3-4 times in a row?
But this is why I tell people about Tank IQ, because remember, right in the corner, right before that round, Floyd and them was, oh man, you did, and he was like, I got him right now, I got him, and he came out with the high guard, and he let his hands go. He let Cruz hit him, boom. Then Cruz threw he knew he was going to throw the same punch. He went to the well too many times. He threw it again. He kind of rolled with it, and he knew he was going to throw it again. He slipped, that shit came right up, boom, and knocked him out. Right, but what I'm saying is, Eastside Cruz was catching his uppercut, boom, catching his boom.
Right,
talking about Leo.
No, I'm saying,
he talking about Leo got knocked out. He talking about Cruz was catching his shit, bro.
Isaac Cruz was catching his. And remember, Tank said he studied me real good. He knew when I was going to throw the punches. So if Tank said if Eastside Cruz, who's flat-footed standing in front of him, right, could catch his punches, right? I mean, Dev is going to see his punches coming, and he's more. Eastside Cruz got a 63-inch arm reach. Yeah. Devin got a damn near a 10-inch arm reach over him. So if he can make a miss and Dev could just catch him with the jab, Dev got to make it a boring fight. He got to make it a boring fight. Just use your jab. Boop. Use your distance. Use your jab. Right. Your hand speed. Right. Even if the jab don't land, just stay active. That's what Dev got to do.
It's not only that. Just think about it. Leo Santa Cruz was putting some shit on him, bro.
That's what I said. Leo Santa Cruz was touching him.
Leo Santa Cruz was putting some shit. What you think? A dude who's longer than Leo Santa Cruz, bigger than Leo Santa Cruz, and faster than Leo Santa Cruz, and he ain't gonna touch Tank? Tank eyes was swollen, bro, from Leo Santa Cruz. Until
I think y'all logic. I gotta hop off, but I think y'all logic is great, bro, and all of that stuff is true. But what's also true, and that's why I hope we get the fight. I hope Devin Haney goes in there, takes care of business against Kambosos, and then the WBA mandates Devin Haney and Tank to fight, and we get to see this fight because we deserve it as fight fans. But I think what's also true, Tank Davis ain't fought nobody with the skill of Devin Haney. He ain't fought nobody with that arm reach. He ain't fought nobody that's as well schooled as Devin Haney. But the same is true on the reverse side. Devin Haney ain't never fought nobody that explosive, nobody that skilled, nobody with that type of ring IQ, nobody able to make those types of adjustments. I think we all agree. We just see what we think will happen in the fight differently, and that's why fights like this are great, and that's why they need to happen. But let me say salute to Money, my brother Key, my brother Blue Blood, Coach, Batman. I gotta hop off, but man, y'all all got nothing but the utmost respect for me, and y'all keep grinding and keep doing y'all thing, and we all gonna get where we need to go. And anybody in the building that ain't subscribed to my channel yet, y'all go hit me up over there on Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. We grinding over there. But y'all brothers enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I'll catch y'all on the next one, bro.
Yes, sir. I got to get out of here too, Key. Money, what's good with you, great brother?
Blue, what's going down, big bro? How you feeling, champ?
What? Chilling. Salute to each and every one of y'all, man. I appreciate it, my brothers, man. I love y'all, man. Batman, man.
All right, Blue.
Hey, Batman, I'm about to come down to the DMV area. Probably next week. So I'm gonna hit you up when I come down. All right. Salute to y'all. Peace.
Salute, Blue. Yes, sir. Money, what you got before we get up out of here? Cause I gotta shut it down.
I just want to get in. I just want one little second, bro. Y'all know Blue ran because Money got on her. Y'all, I'm gonna say that right now. Y'all giving y'all my respect. I just made one of the greatest to ever do it. Blue Blood run up off the panel, y'all. Yeah, that's because of me. Yeah. Nah, I just want to touch on that though, man, because I just seen that shit. Devin was offered the fight. I just want to see if it's true or not. If he was offered the fight, I was gonna ask Blue that, like, if that's legit. First of all, because I do feel like Dev deserved the fight, right? So that's a good thing for him. And then hopefully they keep the same energy, right? If Devin do go beat George Kambosos, they keep the same energy and tell Devin that he got to fight Tank and Tank that he got to fight Devin. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit happen. But
Yep.
I just got Tank knocking Devin out, bro. Like still right now, I don't think Devin is mentally tough enough, bro. Like I always say, he got the skills to beat anybody. He do got the skills to beat Tank. He do got the boxing skills to beat him. But the thing is, could he do that shit for 12 rounds straight, bro? Like Devin do have a gas tank problem. People act like they don't be seeing his ass. Like when he be sitting down fighting the second half, that ain't really because he want to sit down and fight, bro. He'd be forced to do that shit. And his defense ain't as sharp as people really want to make his defense out to be, bro. It's not. Like want that you bet that say he get to dropping his hands and shit? Devin he get to dropping his hands, bro. He start getting hit with shit. He start getting a little lackadaisy on certain shit to where he ain't as sharp as he was in the first half of the fight, bro. And that's just the fact of the matter. Now he is only 22, so he do got a high ass.
He's about to be 24.
About to be 24.
Yeah.
Okay, 24. So it's still had to get better, bro. But some of them things you can't make up for, bro. And with somebody like Tank ass, like Knockout said, once Tank hit you and hurt you, bro, that motherfucker know how to finish you. He know how to finish you. And Devin being Devin, bro, he's so caught up in fucking.
Nah, Devin 23. He don't be 20. He won't turn 24 until November.
Yeah, that's they say he about to be 24. Yeah, but
He a Scorpio brother.
He gets so caught up in trying to show if he got power or not, bro. Like he really get caught up in that shit. Like every time you ask people, do he got power? We just seen Blue say it. JoJo said, "Don't believe the hype." JoJo, man, we is gonna believe the hype. Devin ain't cracking like that to where he knocking motherfuckers out, bro. He ain't. So when I look at that situation and he start getting on with Tank, and when he got to sit down and mix it up with Tank, bro, when Tank is in the best of the shape and he start feeling that power, you know, do he try to do the shit that he was doing against that mother fighters? He ain't gonna try to do that shit. He gonna try to get in that motherfucking pop shot Tank ass and move. And once it's time for his ass to sit down and bang, Tank still gonna have energy in the tank because you're not forcing him to fight. Dudes like Tank and Canelo, bro, you gotta force these motherfuckers to fight to get to the second half for their ass to be a little gas at the end, bro. Right, to try to take steam out their ass. If you're not forcing Tank to fight, bro, to take a little steam out of him, you talking about frustrating him this and that. He still got that pop. So I just look at it like this, Key. Once they start sitting down, bro, and they're changing the second half, because they will make it to the second half. I just think Devin gonna start making mistakes, and I think Tank go find a way to get in the inside and catch his ass. And once he catch him, bro, and hurt him, he gonna finish him. That's how I feel. Once he catch him and hurt him, Tank gonna finish him, and he gonna knock him out. And then we just gonna see him in the back. Dad, did you record that? Delete that, Dad, delete that. Tell Blue
bullshit money around.
Tell Blue don't put that out there. Delete everything that they did, Dad, and we're gonna go and hide it for 2 weeks. That's how I look at it, bro.
Don't
crazy as hell, man.
Don't start that bullshit money, Brown. Don't
I'm
start
just telling you what he gonna say. That ain't me, that's him, bro.
We'll see if your man gonna decide to fight him, because you know he don't like fighting the best. So
Dad, Floyd showed him my tricks, Dad. I told you we should never fuck with Floyd. He showed him my tricks, Dad. That's why he wanted to score me, Dad. Yeah. Dad, I told you, Dad.
Yeah.
You stupid as hell. What's wrong with
you better be careful fucking with Short Bus. That's what y'all better do.
Fucking with who, Coach?
Short Bus.
Bro, about to retort, motherfucker.
You better go ahead.
Motherfucker go try to bite Tank ass. That's what Tank better watch out for.
Short Bus might clip his ass. Then you're gonna be quiet as a church mouse. You're gonna have to
Short Bus ain't
bullshit.
He ain't clipping nothing, but I ain't gonna go ahead.
Hey, let me get this talked about.
Let me get this let me get this super chat, and I gotta get ready to wrap it up. My man Dr. Pablo Sled says Devin gets hit with too many left hooks against Tank or Kambosos. They both left hook real good. Devin's best defense is his offense, period. It's salute to you, man, for coming through in that super chat. Money got everybody in the motherfucking chat crying and shit.
Hey, Money.
Hi, Coach.
You did what we talked about?
I'm gonna do it sometime this week, but for sure I'm jumping on it.
Okay, let me know.
Hey man, y'all crazy as hell, man. It's a fight that if Devin get past Kambosos, that ain't gonna be easy for him to get past Kambosos because where they fighting at. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be easy. Where they fighting at, unless he can just see, coach is looking at Devin Haney is just basically levels like 20 levels above Kambosos. I don't know. I gotta see it. Like I said, I think that he's a better fighter than Kambosos, but is he good enough to dominate Kambosos every round? Just total domination every round where none of the rounds is close, or dominate him for 10 rounds. What the 10 rounds that he win, those rounds ain't close. Because if the fight is close, if the rounds are close, they're giving those close rounds to George Kambosos. I don't give a damn what judges they is. Those judges still are in Australia with 50,000 Australian people that's in them fucking stands that came to see they fighter fight. All that, oh man, if they pick American judges, no, that shit don't matter. Y'all seen that shit many a times. Y'all think just because they're American judges, they can't get bribed? Or, come on, man. And,
all right.
And another thing, right? George Kambosos is putting all the rules in the contract. You don't think that they side is get to pick the judges, or or get to okay the judges, even if they not picking them, they side got to okay the judges. You know what I'm saying? This fight, as far as talent wise, it's in the favor of Devin Haney, but everything else ain't in the favor of Devin Haney. So we talking about Tank Davis. If he fight motherfucking George Kambosos, we got to worry about him getting past George Kambosos over there in Australia, because this shit ain't just set in stone. It ain't no guarantee that he gonna beat George Kambosos in Australia. Yes. We got to put a little bit of respect on George Kambosos' name fighting in his motherfucking backyard.
Straight up. Made me respect him too, Keith. George Kambosos made me respect him too. Like, I say some shit, even though Teofimo tried to fight him, I still seen guts and nuts from that motherfucker, bro. Like, he coming to fight. And
right,
if we talking about for as just a fighter, like, I do got Dev as the better boxer, and I do pick Dev to win the fight. I think Dev is more skillful. But if we talking about for as the fighter, I think George Kambosos is a better fighter, bro. For what I've seen from both of them, I gotta give him that. And do Dev go in that bitch? Do that crowd persuade him? Do the crowd persuade Devin Haney to try to sit his ass down and fight? Every time George Kambosos hit his ass with something, they going crazy, and he feel like they ain't really did shit, because the crowd are forced a fighter to do some shit where he feel like, damn, man, they doing all this motherfucking yelling. He ain't even hit me with shit. You know what I'm saying? And with that force his ass to do some shit out of character that he ain't supposed to be doing, and fuck around and get his ass hit with something. You know what I mean? So like I say, it's just gonna be, to me, bro. Like, Devin Haney do got the skill set to beat everybody at 135 and go up to 140 and compete. It's just gonna be his mental capacity, bro. Do we got the mental to stay solid and stick to his game plan and not get off the rhythm? And will his stamina allow him to do that shit, bro? So it's gonna be yet the same in that gym. And Bet, I see the future young champion up there, Bet. I see him.
You know what though, Money Brown? See, this is one thing you all got to say though. Devin want to fight no matter what.
Fact. Right? I give you credit for that.
He want to fight no matter what. Whereas your boy, he don't want to fight everybody. Cause they had this little guy from Ukraine been calling his ass out for the last 4-5 years. You understand?
Well, we know the reason behind that. We know that's his promoter. And we know in 2020, we know Tank said in 2020, well, before 2020, Tank said he'll fight, but 2020, Tank said, man, he been wanting that shit, bro. But it's up floor. It's floor.
I didn't hear that, Money. I never heard that Tank said.
I'm telling y'all, bro. I heard Tank said he wanted him. I heard Tank said he wanted them before 2020. Then in 2020, Tank did an interview and said, "Yes, I want this fight by the end of the year." I did a video.
I didn't hear that.
I see
that motherfucking interview. I must have missed, Money, because I ain't never heard.
I see the video I did with him talking.
I never heard Tank Davis say that he wanted to fight Devin Haney. Ain't never heard it.
Nah, he said
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko. You said, okay, yeah, you're right. He did say that about Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He did. I thought you said Devin Haney. I'm like, hold on, I ain't never heard him say that.
Can I ask everybody a question?
Yeah.
Like, when Blue used the sparring session with Tank Davis, or he went with that. But when you go against Devin Haney with the sparring session that he did with Shakur Stevenson, y'all just say that's sparring. I mean, let me know which one it is, man.
They both was
I ain't talking. I mean, my fault. Let me put a name on it. Blue will say that's just sparring. So let me know what it is. I mean, I want to know, man, because I know when I looked at that sparring session, man, that he was just putting that thing on that kid, man.
I agree. Man. I agree. When I see, I know I heard you come. When I looked at Shakur Stevenson with that USA shirt on, and I looked at Devin, even though Devin was a young boy, right? I seen Shakur Stevenson being more patient. I seen Devin.
They only a year apart.
Right. But I seen Devin, like Devin was trying to force that shit. He was trying to force that shit, and that shit wasn't working. And Shakur was popping his ass, boom, 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 catching his ass on the ropes, catching that shit. Like Devin hit him with a few shots, but when he was on the rope, man, Shakur was catching that shit. And then when Shakur got to step into him, I felt like Shakur beat his ass in that sparring. This ain't no bullshit, bro. Like when I'm looking, I'm like, damn, Shakur turned Devin ass up. Devin, they was going, but I felt like Shakur beat his ass in that sparring.
I don't think Shakur beat his ass. I did give Shakur. I think that Shakur got the best of them, but they was both. See because we just rewatched it on here.
Yeah.
What was it, Friday?
Y'all watched that sparring?
Yeah, we rewatched it on here. So because me and Coach was having a disagreement, right? And so what it was is that Devin was more active. He was on the front foot. He was more aggressive than Shakur was. But Devin, he wasn't landing his shots. Shakur was picking them shits off and blocking them. And then Shakur, when Shakur was on the offense, he was landing clean shots on Devin. He was landing all the clean shots. So they was both doing good work. It was good work. It wasn't, nobody didn't just dominate the other. You know what I'm saying? It was great work, but Shakur, he had the best of it. He got the best of it because he was landing the cleaner shots.
And don't get me wrong, Shakur might be better than Devin. I don't have no problem.
Ain't no mic to it.
But we do know this. We do know this. We know that Tank quit in the motherfucking doghouse. We know that for a fact, Jack.
All right, cool, man. All right, cool. We know that for a fact. But I'm asking you this. But when it comes to that, and then when it comes to the Shakur joint, y'all say that's just sparring. So what it is? I want to know what it is.
Stop saying y'all, Batman.
My fault, man. My fault, Coach. I apologize, Coach, man. I mean, I say y'all because a lot of guys say that sparring session with Tank and Devin, that means something. But when I go, even with the Blair Cobbs sparring, that's just sparring. Because Blair Cobbs was just putting that thing on Devin a little bit. I mean, but
that they were running from corner to corner. I saw that shit.
Nah, then the later rounds, in the later rounds when Devin started getting mad, he started sitting there with Devin and getting the best of him. But it's just sparring. So now that when I bring shit like that up, it's just sparring. But when other dudes bring it up, him sparring with somebody else, that's what it's going to be in the fight. I mean, I don't get it.
Hey, bro,
let me wrap this up because I gotta get up out of here. I got somewhere I gotta be.
All right, babe.
Bro.
Man, I appreciate all of y'all, man. My man Batman, Coach, Money Brown TV. Make sure that y'all go sub to my brother Money Brown TV. Make sure that y'all go sub to him. Y'all know where to find Coach and Batman. I gotta get up out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank Father. Stop saying everybody hating on Devin. See, Dank Father, man, he loved Devin Haney so much. If everybody don't come on here and say, "Oh, Devin destroyed everybody," Devin, he beating everybody ass. If he move up to 140, he beating up everybody. Yeah. If he move, if he stay at 135, he whooping everybody. That's Dank Father.
Move up to 140.
Hey, my man Dank Father, if you don't say that shit, you hating on Devin. Ain't nobody on this channel hated on Devin, my dude. Everybody just don't think that Devin gonna beat everybody. That's it. It ain't no hating. But salute to my brother Dank Father, and salute to everybody in the building.
Hey, before you leave, Keith.
Yeah.
He quit it in the doghouse, but when they was at Baltimore, they say Tank almost knocked Devin out. And Bill said it out his own mouth.
Oh, I ain't hear all of that.
I mean,
that's all right. That's all right, Batman.
But
no, I'm just saying, man.
Hopefully later on this year we can get it popping.
Batman.
Yeah, coach.
Regis Progray out there at 140, homie. What y'all
man? He about to go get his WBC belt. We about to go get our WBA belt. And man, you know what it is.
Make it happen, Cap.
Yeah, let's make it happen. But
have a good one, Keith.
Like I said, I got to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody that came through and showed love. All the good men on the panel, and y'all already know how it is. There you go, talking that boxing again, and we gone.